sound as well. All right, cool. So, welcome to the Action Sturge. Tonight we are joined by our friends from Die Studios, and we're going to continue our part 2 of our story that we began playing a couple weeks ago. And just to make sure everything's working okay. Of our story that we began playing a couple weeks ago. And all right, cool. So yeah. So last we left off, we were traveling through some crazy mountains, and we encountered a bizarre creature with a fixation for its artworks, who had us kill a troll in exchange for a secret. And we left off right before the secret was about to be revealed. And so as you were all standing before this floating meatball with like tentacly appendages and a large giant eye in the center of it, and a gaping maw, it's going to sort of lean in very conspiratorially, and it's going to whisper its secret to you. And and it says, across the mountain and across the deserts, you'll find the trial of wonders. In here is a weapon that can defeat even gods.
Sounds like what we need.
And then he'll jot some directions down on like little napkin for you, and he'll give that to the nearest character. Or sorry, he'll etch them onto a small rock and then give them to you.
Oh, much better.
Yeah.
Even God. Interesting.
Banksy don't believe in gods.
And so then we'll do like kind of like a travel montage of you like crossing many climates and biomes. A journey that surely takes at least 3 days. And
Okay.
yeah, and over that course, over the course of that, everybody give like I guess a refresher of who your character is, and kind of like a little snapshot of like what they like maybe look like. And then if you want to throw in like an interesting moment along this montage, you can go ahead and do that too.
Never. Why don't you go first?
Well, of course I should go first. I am obviously the most intelligent here. The only thing is I can't remember what I look like. DM, if you would be so kind to refresh me on my appearance, because I'm so inner looking, I can't focus on the outside.
You're probably crooked, like in every sense of the word. Like you're very tall and spindly, and like every joint is just like a crooked kind of, like it almost looks like you're broken in many places. You have a big crooked nose, and you're probably bald or have a receding hairline, and maybe some like arcane sort of tattoos around your body in various places. And
you had a picture at one point.
I.e. the sexiest man alive.
And your eyes are like you have like big bags underneath of your eyes, but your eyes are cold and alert always.
And so I'm going to come upon probably some sort of like rock or something. I'm going to look down upon it and be like, this here, you guys wouldn't understand, but our ancestors looked upon such rocks as a way of guidance, if you could only comprehend. I'm so tired of looking upon the feeble-minded. That's pretty much it for me.
Okay. How about
I shove him off the cliff.
How about Varen next? Or Varen, or are you?
No.
You're Alec, right?
No. Yeah, I'm Alec. Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
Wait, Baron's here?
Yeah, right.
Even better, higher level. All right. So I am a tinker of sorts. I'm a wood elf, not a wood elf. Wow, no, wrong character. You got me messed up.
My plan is working.
I'm a dwarf, and I'm a tinker of sorts, to where I make my own spells. I make my own gadgets. I've got this big old dog here, very big, all made out of metal.
Uh-oh.
Nope. Okay, I saw what you saw.
Huh?
And I've also got me a little homunculus. It's a little monkey thing, but it flies around.
Oh boy, I saw it.
Monkey.
Monkey. And I'm a dwarf, as I said. I'm about average size for a dwarf. The big full beard, the biggest beard all around. And got all kinds of gadgets, and that's about it.
Okay. How about Reynard?
I'm the Deacon Smith. I'll be playing Raynard Reed. I cleric of the chaotic good and from the Temple of Timora, and I'm just here to keep all these other guys in line. Eat lots of chickens.
Very nice. Oh, I see. And then how about Banksy?
My name is Banksy. I'm a bugbear. Pretty large stature, black fur, and I'm a little grimacing looking type. I got a large stick and a net, and I ain't a fan of speaking folks, but animals are my friends. That's why I don't eat them, except for fish, because they're stupid creatures.
Merrick?
Yes. I am a Asmar, although I'm quite distant from the light at this point, I would say. I am a warlock. I am an underling, I guess I would say, of the great Cthulhu. And oftentimes I like to pop into other people's heads. I am of taller stature. I have sea green eyes, and I have a pseudo dragon familiar of the name Tiberius, and I can summon an eldritch being, and I like to call him Edgar. I don't think that's his name, but he seems to be okay with it.
Very nice. And then Jim Torn.
My name is Jem Torin. I am from the seas. I'm not really considered a true pirate. I really just kind of scallywag here and there, going from ship to ship, stealing their treasure, and transporting it back to where I can sell it. I have like these big, bright brown doe eyes, and my hair is cut pretty short because I feel like it gets in my way a lot. I feel like I'm kind of distrusting of people, but I also kind of just don't give a shit a lot of times.
Okay. And so, so like I said, there's this like travel montage. Are there any interesting like moments that like your characters might have with one another, like along the way, such as Jim Torrance
Yes.
pushing Arceus off?
Yeah.
Okay.
If Arceus ever makes any comment about ancients and stupid people, I immediately pop into his head and start speaking in deep speech to try and mess with him.
Very nice.
I've
And
got
then
a pickle.
I would respond to this deep speech mind voice as I know why you have selected me. Obviously, you know who you chose.
And then I call him a great ass in deep speech.
And how does that sound?
I am a great asset. You're right.
He's
Very nice. Anybody else?
I feel like Alec would be kind of just like riding on top of his giant mastiff, and just kind of like tinkering around. And I feel like at some point Merrick would kind of jump into his head and hear like a whole bunch of just chaotic thoughts,
Yes, definitely.
just like random ideas and like a little bit of talking back to himself.
Yeah.
Um,
And then I'd ask if your giant mastiff has goals or aspirations for itself.
And there would be a few. There would be a few.
Okay.
I feel like I'm very intrigued by Alex's mastiff and monkey, and I know Banksy really likes animals as well. So I'm going to convince him that we should go up and try to pet them.
Oh, sounds like a grand idea.
All right, but you have to try and be sneaky, okay?
But what about treats?
That's a good idea.
I don't got dog treats.
Oh shoot! So we have to be sneaky.
All right. I'm sneaky. Are you sneaky?
Ah, super sneaky.
Challenge accepted. Who's sneakier?
I just disappear.
You win.
I'm underneath your legs.
Whoa.
That wasn't there before. But all right. So, and while that's going on, I'm probably trying to make caca noises to warn close by chickens to stray away from here because of a certain person here that likes eating particular things like so.
The chicken eater. So I have like a scene of you like chasing chickens off.
Oh, but sneakily, I'm calling out to the
Okay,
chickens.
gotcha.
Because we're trying to pet the dog as well at the same time.
I've got a
Sneakily
pretty good,
calling out the chickens.
Mhm.
a pretty good passive perception. Meanwhile, I'm like knocking chickens out in my bag, like. whole bag of chicken.
They're cut off.
A rage is brewing in me.
Not be finding many fish up here.
So so after this like sort of travel montage, you guys will be traveling across the desert, and you will come to this this sort of canyon in the desert, and as you sort of travel into it, you eventually will come to a place where you can see there are two caves, one on the left wall and one on the right wall, and in the center of them is a dead tree, like a large dead tree, and beneath this tree you can see smoke rising from a campfire. Sitting at the campfire is this old crone, and she has a big bubbling pot sitting on top of the campfire, and she is sort of stirring it every now and then, and she has a little tent, and it looks as though she's pretty much living there, but yeah, as you approach, this is what you'll see. Oh, and there's like a little fountain next to her as well.
Oh, is it like creepy crone looking, or is it like she looks like a fairy godmother crone looking?
Give me an insight check.
I don't like this. Okay, insight.
Oh,
I don't know why the extension isn't working for me, but it says I rolled an 8.
Okay, so
Unless it did come through. Oh, it did. Yeah, 8.
Okay. So you're looking. You immediately don't trust this this old crone.
Yeah.
She looks like the
As I,
she looks like the kind of crone that might cook you in her pot and eat you.
yeah, I just hide behind Banksy.
We're doing that trick we did early on. I be bush, you be little critter beneath me.
I think you'll make a great bush.
Let's do it.
Very nice. What do the rest of you do?
Sneak.
Mm.
Well, I'm not very sneaky, so I'll let you guys kind of go back there, but I'll keep an eye.
Perhaps we should ask for direction.
Well, actually, Alec, you're keeping an eye. Give me a perception check.
Alright. That'll be a 16.
16.
Oh, wait, sorry. With my multiplier, it's a 20.
Oh, nice. So as you're looking around, you can see that in the so there's two cave entrances, one on the left side of the canyon and the other on the right side of the canyon. From the one in the left, you see it for just a second, but you swear that you see a gleam of gold
Oh,
from within the cave.
I don't know if I want to tell John that. I might get her distracted.
And then what are the rest of you doing?
I'm just watching it unfold.
I
Yeah,
imagine like Banksy is like moving forward like a foot at a time, and then I move like right behind him. Every inch forward, I'm just slowly inching with him.
Yeah.
And the dun.
Yeah.
The crone's like, what's that noise? What's that song?
Yeah, and I look up like.
Theme song.
So
Oh God, he has his own theme song.
wait, so
The
somebody
bridge
tried to
right
roll insight, right? Okay.
I feel like
Can I do an investigation check to see if anything's odd around her?
Yeah, give me.
With
Yeah, you can use investigation. Go ahead. Perception
Oh
or
my
investigation, I'll
God.
let you choose.
oh, never mind. Oh, whichever one. Okay, well, investigation.
All right, what'd you roll?
It was a 7.
Oh.
Big gold 7.
So, so you don't think, yeah, you really don't see anything too much of interest. However, you do, your eyes will land on what looks to be a pile of bones underneath of the dead tree, and it's like they're kind of stacked into a pyramid, and then like right on top of the pyramid is a humanoid-looking skull.
How far away are we from her?
Probably about 30 feet, maybe.
30 feet?
Or
Oh, excellent.
Yeah.
She can she see us? She can see us, right?
You haven't seen anything that would lead you to believe that she can't.
Okay. I pop into her head.
Okay.
Nice bones you got there.
She says,
Uh,
remnants of the last adventurers who came to seek the treasure of the red diamond, I'm afraid. As
Does she say
projects
this aloud?
No, she projects her voice back into your head.
oh, interesting. Did they attain this quest from you?
Oh no, I simply make my camp and watch them come and go. Well, I don't watch them so much anymore.
I see.
so. Can Arceus walk up and be like, "Excuse me, I can't help but notice that you have the bones of what I can only assume is the remnants of past travelers. Therefore, I can only assume that you have quests. Do you have any quests for us?
No.
Boo.
And that's the stream, guys.
Dun-dun-dun.
Tune in next time. It's been great.
So,
Well, that's a shame.
I walk up behind him and I say, "So,
Is this still in your head, or is this out loud now?
no." I say it out loud.
Okay. And where? Just give me an idea. Where are Banksy and James Torin at this point? Like, have they shuffled? Have they snuck all the way over yet, or are they like?
Well, I was actually curious of how distant were we in the first place? Because
give me a stealth
it
check.
would be pretty
both of
funny.
you.
Both of us stealth checks. Oi, oi, oi.
And then so Arceris and Merrick have like sort of stepped forward. Alec and Reynard are standing back, and Banksy and James Torin are possibly sneaking.
I got 14.
Okay.
Oh dear. I know how to do this.
Channel the Panther, Banksy.
How did you do that on Roll20?
You have to get a plug-in.
I'm on the thing. Oh shoot! I need to get the plugin. Oh, okay.
You can just roll.
Yeah, I'll do that. Whoops.
Wow, Banksy's rolling a lot of 20s tonight.
And that is a 20.
Wait, are you serious?
Yeah.
Yeah.
His modifiers just somehow always lead up to 20. Even on night one.
You should have saw the last rolls the last time we were playing this. I was getting like 1s and 3s in the beginning.
Okay, and did you guys have anywhere in particular you wanted to be moving to?
We were just going to like. I feel like I was like guiding him just to go straight towards her, like behind her back, because I thought she had her back to us, but then she's
Yeah, she's actually got her back to the canyon wall.
And now I'm like, well, I mean, they're already they're like, hey, we're here, right?
Yes, but she does not appear to notice the two of you. So Merrick and Arceris, you can, since you're in front, you can see that Banksy and James Torin are like slinking up behind her while you're talking to her.
Yeah, we're skirting around the canyon wall.
And she's tugging my furs beneath me to tell me how to guide me. Like little Ratatouille scene here.
And so
So
Merrick and Arceris.
I go up to her and I was like, "These past adventurers, you say they died before attaining their goal, but could these past adventurers do this?" And I cast Minor Illusion on the pile of bones and turn it into a skeleton that starts to dance.
Okay. Yeah. As she looks up at you, you can see that her eyes are her eyes are completely like white and pale, and she kind of looks up like towards you, but you can clearly see that she's blind.
Oh, okay.
Well, that's great.
Awkward.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was mistaken.
She does this.
So can they do this? And then I go into her head and I make a skeleton dance inside of her head.
Oh, that's a very nice trick. This is nice indeed. Perhaps
You
you'll
should
have
walk
some of
out.
my stew when it's done.
Do I realize that she's blind?
Yeah, at this point it's pretty apparent. She's like her eyes are just like white. Like you don't even see a pupil.
The question is, do you care to notice?
Well, yes, because I kind of whispered to myself, "This is gonna be tough."
Can you guys switch again?
Oh, you. Dun-dun-dun.
It's the worst joke of the stream. We need a graphic for that.
Just wait. There'll be more, I'm sure.
Gotta
Guys,
watch out
guys.
with his crones, though. The crones he makes somehow fall in love with at least one playable character. At least one.
Interesting.
And usually it's Deacons.
So
We'll
at
talk
this
about
point, Alec, I want to check in with you. What are you doing?
So I'm kind of just keeping an eye over what's going on. I assume I probably don't see our two stealthy ones. But I just kind of want to keep an eye on the area, make sure nothing tricky's going on.
Okay. Yeah. So the only thing of note that you've seen is this like glittering gold in the left cave, just for a moment, and she will say, and then she will invite Merrick and Osiris to join her, and she says, "You are on a great quest."
Yeah, I guess it's pretty cool.
Well, you have come to the right place. These caves are built to test the mettle of adventurers, and the prize you seek lies at the end.
What was it you said that the previous adventurers were trying to attain?
Oh, they came for Red Diamond's gold, but you seek something more, don't you?
If my ears could perk up, they would.
They do.
That tickles.
But did you hear that? Red Diamond's gold.
I give a tug on my net. Need this? We capturing gold.
Not yet. Not just yet. I know. We'll get it, bud. We'll get it, buddy. We'll get it.
She says, many have tried, and all of them have failed. It is said that no
Yes,
one...
but many did not have me.
Oh, this is true. This is true. And perhaps you may be the one who can free the sword from its fate.
Is it even worth my time, though?
Is it sharp?
The sharpest blade in all the land. It was the blade the Red Diamond used herself.
Again, like cash money over my eyes.
When she says it's the blade that the Red Diamond used herself, can I do a history check on the Red Diamond to see who that was?
Absolutely.
Let's see if I know how to use my own Discord.
While money's popping up and with her, I'm starting to picture a lovely huge zoo for myself.
One do.
Please
Yeah,
say
like
no to what I just did.
two separate complete like dream clouds. Like
Yeah,
Side by side, they're kind of like...
yeah.
I got 11.
Okay. You've definitely heard tales of the Red Diamond in passing. It's kind of like, I guess it would be like our version of like Genghis Khan. So you know that she was this great warlord that lived a long, long time ago. Definitely left a huge impression on the world, but has and you would also know that she has this crazy hoard of treasure that was just lost to the ages.
do you reveal this information aloud?
I'm sorry. You said who again?
The Red Diamond.
Yes, the Red Diamond. That might have been someone insignificant in my passing that I might have read about. Oh well.
So yes. So and then she says, surely you and your party members have come to brave the trials of wonder.
If it's a test of my intellectual powers, I presume that I will not fail. It's even feeble for me to try, but not that I know of anything of what is the, you know. But I might be interested.
Many tests indeed.
Like,
Well, I don't know. I've never been.
so you sit down here and you watch adventurers come and die, but you never actually ventured forth to see what they would die
She's
for.
blind.
Well, I don't really watch.
What do you think the pot's for? Speaking of which, can I look around the pot? Do I see any signs of church travelers, whatnot?
Give me a
Armor, maybe weapons.
You can give me a perception check. While you're doing that, is anybody else doing anything?
Kind of seeing everything is going up. I'm gonna, or kind of all clear. I'm gonna kind of just slowly move up to the camp.
Okay. Yeah.
We should be right behind her by now. I'm not sure.
Well,
Yeah, we're like we're breathing down her neck.
well, and she'll be like stirring the stew, and she'll actually reach behind her, to right to where you guys are. Give me a dexterity check of some sort.
Who?
Banksy and Jim Torin. Yeah.
Can I like look at the bones that are in like a pyramid shape and see if there's anything about them that seems, I don't know, weird? Maybe like a magical struggle, or if it was more of a primal sort of attack that killed them.
Yeah. Go ahead and give me a medicine check. Banksy and Jim Torin, how's that coming along?
We've rolled pretty
Well, this
well.
computer's like super slow, so I'm really trying.
What about Ranger?
Well, 15 for perception.
So you're looking at the, so you're looking for signs of like armor and weapons and stuff.
Just around.
I got a natural 20, so I'm looking for signs of like. I want to know if like it's possible that she killed her, or if that means that these bones have arrived here, or through they were died, or whatever killed them through magical or primal means, and then she brought them forth into this location.
So you can like pick these bones apart, and you will find that the with such an excellent medicine check, you can see that these whoever this was cleaved right in half through their rib cage, and that the bones definitely wouldn't have been naturally placed this way. Somebody would have had to set them this way, but it's hard to tell who.
Can, with such a fabulous medicine check, tell the origins of the species?
Yeah, you can. You recognize that the I guess the skeleton structure would be like an orc.
Okay.
For my dex check, I got a 21.
Oh, nice. What about Banksy?
16.
Okay. So as she's reaching behind her, she's like getting ready to put her hands like either right on you or right through you.
Oh,
And
so I'm handing him
Protect her
something.
too.
right. So
Yeah.
Jam Torin, you can
I
actually,
carry her away.
So Jam Torin, well, actually, you can see that there's like a table of ingredients like right behind her. You guys have sort of slipped in between, and as she's like reaching, she seems to be like grasping for the ingredients.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it to Banksy to give to her.
So they just start handing her ingredients.
Yeah, there's like a banana, there's a freaking spatula, like.
I hold my arm out as if that's the table set, so that it feels like I'm not
His hairy arm.
Yeah.
Raynard, you're not gonna see any of the you won't see any armor or anything. You'll just see, however, there are like ample supplies, like there's like crates and barrels of like food and like stuff out here, almost as though like a caravan just kind of dumped its contents like right at her camp. Oops. So yeah, so what do you guys do?
How did that up for me?
Okay.
Can we analyze the ingredients too? Like, is there anything special with what we're handing her?
It's like onions and peppers and maybe you'll pick up this like red glob and then realize that it's like meat of some sort.
Oh no. Oh no, his Banksy don't flip.
As I look at my hand, just covered in blood of some sort.
And at that point,
I'm like, no.
At that point, the jig is up. she turns and she gives you this big toothless grin, and she says, "Won't you come and eat my stew once it's prepared?"
Is there this crap in here?
She says, "Of course, meat is good for the growing boy."
Mm.
Do you have vegetarian options?
And
Because he was about to cry.
she says, "I'm afraid not. If you want to grow strong like me, you have to eat your meat."
Where'd you get this meat?
Oh, I have a butcher somewhere who sends it to me.
So it was an
Okay.
animal.
Okay.
I'm sorry. And then I pick up all the meat that I could find and start trying to find a hole to
Well,
sacredly dig it.
there goes the stew.
Okay. I start carrying the stew away.
The cauldron.
So tell me, which of you is in charge of your little outfit?
Isn't that obvious?
Yeah, I put my hands on my hips. Isn't it?
I mean,
Then I look at
isn't
her.
it?
Yes, isn't it?
Of course, it's obvious, and I like pump up my chest and like stand there.
Of course, and I do like a little like sword finger thing, like where I like twirl it around on my fingers.
It depends.
Both
on me.
hands.
It's not obvious.
Some
at
of us-
all.
Of course, you are blind. I'm the one in charge, and she is merely maybe second and the crew.
Anything to make him feel better. Don't worry about it.
I choose the one riding.
I'm gonna assume I don't hear that.
Well, surely you have come such a long way. It is so nice of you to join me and converse with me and entertain me.
Of course, and I would love somebody that. How does this stew smell?
Well, it's gone because Banksy's carrying it off.
Yeah, thanks. He took the cauldron.
That is true. That is true.
But it did smell.
Crying all the while.
It did smell quite delicious.
I would have loved to have some of that stew if
Kiss her.
my fellow, he's more the bronze of the group. Anyways, it would have been great. I promise you that stew would have been great.
Oh, I know. I've already been cooking it for 100 years.
Hey, Banksy, can you hold on just 1 second?
I'm slowly digging a hole right now, like as the pot's next to it.
Banksy, there may be no animals in there.
I think you're lying.
So, would you, you said 100 years. Why 100 years?
Well, that's the perfect amount of time it takes to make a good stew. Don't you know anything?
How old are you?
Oh, I'm. What a rude question to ask a lady. And she'll like bat her
Yeah, are you
eyes.
gonna ask her weight next?
I should hope not.
I mean not to intrude, but someone of your beauty can't be past 20.
Ugh.
Is that a
At least
deception?
it's not me this time.
That was so good.
She might not be into it. Let's hear what she has to say.
Is that a deception? I think it is.
100% deception. I imagine she's like old and wrinkly and like almost like a tree.
She barely looks. She barely looks human. Yeah.
Alright, let's roll deception. Let's see how it goes.
Oh boy.
Alright. Alright, here we go. Oh boy.
I think I can hear ourselves in
Yeah, what is
camera.
happening?
I can't.
Yeah, it was weird.
First, I thought it was me. It was like I have nothing.
Oh yeah, I was. Yeah, I was
like, went to check.
I was like, what's in this
Wasn't me.
coffee?
Yeah, I wiggled my cord.
So I rolled a 7.
Okay. So she said she'll actually pull you closer to her, and she'll say, "Oh, flattery will get you everything," and she'll run her finger across your lips.
Thanks. You want to see something grosser than the stew?
Of course it will, madam. And I can't help but notice your smell is quite intoxicating.
What is he doing? Me, like my inner monologue is like,
And she
My-
says, "Well, it's all natural."
Chickens are looking pretty good about now.
I
would
can
imagine.
tell. Do we need to take a medicine check?
maybe a Constitution saving throw.
Did you say a constitution or a prostitution?
Can I roll that?
The saving throw is what gets me.
While that's happening, can I sneak like around and kind of peek into the cave on the right?
Yeah, absolutely. You don't have to. You don't even have to sneak. No one's watching you.
Got it.
She's blind. It's pretty easy, okay?
She's got a handful of Arceus right now too. So.
Oh, ew!
So you want to peek into the right cave.
Yeah.
Okay.
How far away from the tree and the campfire is the caves?
Probably.
Are they just like on either side, or?
Yeah, it's probably 60 feet all the way across, and then like the midpoint is kind of where she is, and she's kind of tucked back in this. It's not exactly an alcove, but it's like a divot in the canyon, and then so the cave is probably about 30 feet away from where she is.
Okay, so I should be able to hear any like significant sounds as well from peeking in.
Oh, like from the cave itself, or the lady.
Of the cave.
Okay.
I walk over to the cave.
Well, actually, when you peek in, you're going to see. So, like, the whole area is just absolute like sand and desert, and which you've been traveling in for quite some time. When you peek in through the cave, you'll see that it's only a cave a short distance, and then it opens up into this like oasis, sort of, and of like lush green grass, and you will see a cherry blossom tree, a large cherry blossom tree, in the center, and beneath it you will see a young maiden, and she looks as though she's like meditating beneath it. Make me a wisdom saving throw.
As I finish digging, like finishing covering up and apologizing for this cruel act, I start looking for berries to return with.
To convert her.
Just sand. Just sand everywhere.
Dang it.
Raynard, what'd you get?
Hold on.
Okay.
22.
22. So you will look in and you'll see exactly what I described to you. You will also feel this pull, sort of this longingness to go and sit beneath the shade of the tree. But you will resist the urge.
I'm not
Although
falling
there-
for that shit.
Yeah, well, it's still the kind of this desire within you, but you're able to sort of quell it. And then I guess what's going on with the old crone? Alec, what are you doing? Haven't checked in a minute.
Yeah, I would say I'm just now coming up to the group, riding my big mechanical dog that's probably making a lot of noise.
Okay. And you can see the old crone is kind of getting fresh with a semi-reluctant
Ew.
Merceris. Banksy has wandered off with the stew and is bearing it. Jim Torin, I think, is still slinking around. And Merrick, what are you doing, Merrick?
I'm just kind of watching it all going down and mumbling to myself.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I'll hop down off the dog and kind of go up to Merrick and be like, "What's going on here? I'm very confused."
So much. I have no idea what's actually going on, but so much.
Yeah, I'm a bit uncomfortable.
Yes. We have an interesting dynamic, don't we?
I don't think I like it.
I start looking around. Do you hear that?
Depends. Who are you talking to?
You.
Oh, you're not in my head again. Okay. I thought you were talking to Frank. Or Gil.
Edgar?
No, Poe.
Oh. Wait.
Just like Mississippi.
And so, as the crone is at this point, like she's got a real hold on Arceris. She will say, "But surely you came here for something other than the tender touch of a beautiful woman."
When I hear.
Hold on. I want to roll something to see my decision on that one.
Okay.
Hold on.
Before I bury this pot,
Yeah.
does it smell like there's meat in it?
Definitely. You can actually see like chunks like floating up to the top, and each
Yeah,
chunk
yeah,
that
totally
floats
dump
up,
it in there.
each chunk that floats up to the top seems to say, "Save me, Banksy, save me! Why did you let me die?"
I hear your cries.
As that's going on, I ask him, "Can you feel it? The intellectual stimulus between us."
Oh yes, you've got a very big brain.
Yeah.
At this point, I like do that thing where I, like sort of push her off, but not like super bad. But like I push her off and like look off into the distance and be like, "Yes, I do." And that is why I think I could take on these challenges that you face before me. Of course, I know it's not you, but don't worry about that. Also, when was the last time you changed your clothes?
Who, me?
Yes, you.
And she says, "What clothes?" And then when you look back down, she's stark naked. And, I don't know if you've seen Game of Thrones, but when that...
Let me just stop you right there. Of course, You don't need there's no need for clothes for your such beauty.
You know the Soul Eater face? That's what I have going on right now.
Now,
It's
now she
killer
says,
face.
if you truly think you can brave the trial of wonders, then enter the cave to your right. If you're here for the red diamond's treasure, it is
Excuse
on
me,
the
I'm over
cave to the
here.
left.
I'm over here.
If we're here for the diamond, will you put your if we're here for Red Diamond's treasure, will you put your clothes back on?
And when you look back over, her clothes are back on.
Oh. Y'all saw that, right? That
Well, I
wasn't.
guess we'll go to the cave. No, we didn't see anything.
I can't unsee it.
Even the dog, I can imagine, is like pawing over its eyes, like,
So-
God, the misery.
Please tell me, dear madam, if you was doing that stew for 100 years, is there a purpose to it?
Well,
Or just because the taste is the finest after 100 years?
well, it is said that this particular recipe grants eternal life.
How many times have you tried before?
Well, it is my first time making this recipe.
And what exactly is inside of it?
Oh, your typical onions and carrots and souls of the damned and just a touch of paprika. And
What was that last one?
Paprika?
Paprika, dear.
Paprika.
Oh, I'm allergic. I'm sorry.
Right then. I don't see anything strange here. We shall head off on our way.
Actually, the cries I heard were they speaking in my language, like common folk?
Definitely.
Common. Just common people. Okay. Well,
I pop in Arceris's head. I don't suppose that's why she's gone blind. Her delicious brews. And then I pop back out.
Hold on.
Let me.
Why do we keep?
While you're doing
keep
that, let me
saying
check
do?
in with Reynard real quick.
Do it.
Yeah, I'll walk back over to the group.
Okay.
See what's. I see the old lady like naked, and I turn back around, and I'm thinking about taking my chances with that under the cherry blossom, but
Mm-hmm.
I have a second thought about it, and go back, and I'm like, well, what about the travelers we're supposed to be?
Oh, I couldn't hear you for a second.
you got cut off.
Yeah, cut off.
I'll walk back over to the group.
Okay. And Jam, what are you doing?
So there's this left cave.
Ah, yes.
Man.
The treasure of the
Oh,
red
Jesus.
diamond you seek.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
And her magic blade, said to possess the strength of the gods.
I'd imagine I'm like standing like right in front of like the mouth of the cave as well, and
Yeah,
like
and
looking
she just
at.
appears behind you, like.
Yeah. Oh, Jesus Christ!
And if you're standing at the mouth of the cave, you can see before you, like this huge cave, and it's almost as though like when you get close to it, like you can see the light inside reflecting off of every piece of gold and jewel, and it's just mounds and mounds of treasure. And the mounds are so big, and they create this sort of valley that leads straight to this to this blade sticking up out of a big mound of gold.
So why has nobody come and got this before?
And she kind of like she's kind of doing this thing now that she's mobile. She's kind of like she she kind of looks out from behind you and kind of like looks up at you, and then she'll like move back behind you and kind of disappear momentarily, and then kind of like slip out, like she almost like she's a shadow at this point.
Yeah.
And she says, well, many have tried, but many have failed. The possesses the soul of the red diamond and refuses to submit to anyone who's not personable enough.
Well, I think I'm a lot more personable than Arceus, so
I think he's quite handsome, if I do say so myself, in
Don't
such
do
a way
anything.
with words.
don't even. Oh, he has a way with words, all right. Before I enter, though, can I could I maybe make a perception check? Make sure that I would be the only one going in this cave. There really isn't anything like lurking in the shadows.
Yeah, you can give me a perception check.
As she's doing a perception check, to response of what Gunstar Carrot was entering in my head. Get out of my head, you fool! I don't want to be tainted by such foolish intents.
I got an 11.
Okay. Yeah, so all you see is gold, 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 magic sword.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm just gonna like dive straight in then.
Okay.
Magic sword. You know, like that scene in Aladdin where Abu like sees that leg, the ruby, and like the statue's hand.
Yeah.
That's me. I'm like,
Is anybody else doing anything?
When Arceus starts freaking out, I elbow Alec and I'm like, huh, look at him. It's like he's never had a voice in his head before.
I've got dozens.
I try to catch up to her, I guess. In the beginning, I was probably like holding very firmly to my stick, getting mad at what she was brewing, but then seeing her start walking away to something that looks a little shady, I think I try to, keep her company.
Okay.
I start running towards her.
Yeah, so she darts into the cave, and you can dart in behind her if you like. As she do you have any reaction to all the treasure at all? Does Banksy care about gold, or is
Not as much as the well-being of her.
Okay, so
I think more of my focus was towards her being okay as she goes through.
Yeah, so Banksy will follow Jim Torrin in, and Merrick and Alec are laughing at Arceus. Raynard, is there anything you're doing at the moment?
I'm shaking my head, but kind of looking at my feet, like I don't know what's going on. So let me get this straight. Torrin, Banksy went into the left cave, the cave on the left.
Yeah, the one with all the treasure in it, the red diamond.
duh.
And the old hag was talking about
the Trial of
Trials of
Wonders is
Wonders.
on the right side.
on the right side.
Mm-hmm.
But those two are gone. They just darted in.
Correct.
Oh my god. Okay.
Dynamic duo.
Oh my god.
Suppose I will I'll follow suit and keep them safe.
And roll into where?
I'm gonna peek into the left cave and say, "Hey, it's the cave on the right, guys."
All right. Well, so while you're doing that, Jim Torrin's running. So Jim Torrin, what are you gonna do?
I'm going to grab the sword and
Yeah, it comes up out of the gold quite easily, and give me a charisma.
yes, I'm like,
Give me a charisma saving throw.
yeah, because I'd like to think that I was like expecting it to be hard. So when I go and it comes out easily, I'm like, huh.
Yeah, it like flips over your head, and you sort of topple back a little bit, but then it almost pulls you forward, but with its own like weight, sort of stabilizing you. And then give me a charisma saving throw.
Oh yes, I got a 5.
Oh.
Oof.
So Banksy, you're not far behind Jim Torrin. As Jim Torrin turns to you, Banksy, you see that something about her has changed. Her eyes have been she has no eyes anymore, just sort of these deep like pools of abyss. And when she sees you, she kind of gives you this toothy grin, and she will attack you. Jim Torrin, go ahead.
No.
Jam.
I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. I crit miss. Oh well, it didn't do it on the. It didn't do it on the Discord, but I did crit miss. How do I? Why is it not?
So James Torrance swings at you, Banksy. Although it almost looks like an accident because she misses so bad.
Yes, I stumble forward.
What do you do in response, Banksy?
You need me to carry that. It looks heavy. Heavy? I can carry it for you. So I try to like help her carry it because she looks like she's having a struggle, and I try to snatch it.
Okay.
Veering off to one side.
So this is what's transpiring. Raynard, you're at the mouth of the cave. You can kind of see what's happening. Banksy and James Torrance appear to be struggling with some kind of blade of some sort. What do you do?
It looks like they got that under control. I will go back out.
Great.
I'll get with the other guys and be like, about this Trial of Wonders. Does that sound like something we want to try?
Well, you all know that the Beholder told you that is where the weapon to defeat a god will be found.
Destroy the Dark Dong or whatever it was.
Dark Dong.
Yes, Red Nathal, the dark god, has descended and is corrupting the land.
That's the one. That's our quest. So, what say you? Talking to Eric and the rest of the guys.
I suppose that's where we should go then.
Oh, yeah.
Perhaps we should wait on the other two. And
All right.
While we're waiting, I take a moment to summon my pseudo dragon.
Okay. And
I'll sit.
Jim Torrin, make another attack on Banksy.
I don't know why it's not showing up in the Discord though.
Click on the.
Oh, the if you click on the word of the attack itself and then hit beyond 20, I think.
Beyond 20.
Yeah. I think
Okay, yeah, I see it. Oof. Oh.
Ouch.
I don't want to read that out loud.
What is that?
It probably hits.
It's 24 to hit with 21.
Oh, 20 damage. So
No,
Banks-
because
Well, no, I don't. Nah, maybe.
she wouldn't get the sneak. She wouldn't get the sneak attack, but that's still 20 damage.
No, because I'm a pirate. My swashbuckler feet.
Oh yeah, she doesn't need it.
And if it's a dual one-on-one, right?
Yeah.
Like that, yeah. So you auto get it.
So Banksy, evil Jim Torrin, just takes the blade and slashes you across the chest. What do you do in return, Banksy?
You did look weird, and I toss a net and start running away.
Let's make an attack. I guess. What do you roll for the net?
There's a roll. It's
Grapple?
I think
there's an actual attack on it.
Yeah.
and
I think it's a ranged attack.
Hit +6. Okay. So. $22.
All right, so you throw the net over Jim Torrin. I'm assuming that hits, and Jim Torrin will be momentarily tangled within the net. And
Huh?
Yeah.
Actually, if she seems to like get all discombobulated, I might actually instead want to just pick up the net and carry her out. Like, you stop doing that, friend.
I'm like hissing and shit, like head spinning around, like exorcist style.
So, what are the rest of you doing?
Would any of us hear that commotion or anything?
Well, if you did not hear it, you would definitely hear it soon as Banksy walks out of the mouth of the cave, and he seems to have some wriggling sack slung over his shoulder, and and you may ask him questions about that if you'd like.
Banksy, what you got there?
She's got crazy eyes of greed with the sword she's carrying.
She who?
Jam, it's the same gal. She just got some weird looking eyes at the moment, and she gave me this thing right here. Ugh.
Yeah, you can see his his rib cage is showing. Like
It hurts. I could use.
Banksy, what the
that
fuck are
food.
you doing? Put her down!
I keep it still like wrapped up so that she can't get it out easily, but I put her down.
Wriggling around.
all
Hey,
right,
listen.
Jam, you can make is it a saving throw against that, or is it like a check?
I would say it's probably just like a grappling check because it doesn't really give you that much extra information besides it being able to hit and the range. And the range was 5 or 15, and the attack was +6. So
It doesn't give you a
let me see. Maybe I can click it to see what it says more.
an escape DC.
Yeah, it does actually. You're right. The DC escape is a strength of 10.
Yeah, I ain't gonna be getting out anytime soon, ladies and
Alright,
gentlemen.
so I guess you can go ahead and try.
Oh, look at that! I got a 9.
Oh,
so she's struggling in the net.
Well, technically it's a 10, but since I have -1, so close.
So yeah. So what are the rest of you doing?
She's still holding the sword.
Oh yeah. She's in the net. She's got the sword. She's struggling. She
Wait.
looks quite feral.
Is that the sword we're looking for?
I dare you, boy, try to read my mind. So like I spit at Merrick. Or no, not
It's just
Merrick,
like The
Merrick. Oh my
Exorcist.
god.
Oh, I'm hurt.
I say, don't ruin that net. I've only got one of them.
Merrick, you've asked a question. The crone will sort of appear next to you as well, and she says, "It is a great weapon indeed, but not one that can kill a god."
Well, I suppose we're still not done here. Should we not continue?
Should we remove the sword from I don't even remember her name.
Try it, pretty boy.
I'm Torin.
I
Doesn't know how to
mean,
use it very well.
Exactly. What's use as a weapon if she can't even use it?
shiny.
What use is your life if your mother never loved it?
Yeah. Ooh, just spit fire.
Can I like walk up and try to take the sword, just like not even like mean, just like try to grab it from her hands?
You can do so, although she will struggle against you. You guys can make a contest. I'll let you use either strength or dexterity.
All right, so it's gonna be great for me.
Who's using what?
You can use strength or
Strength.
dexterity.
Okay.
But Jam Torin will have disadvantage though.
Okay, and
As
this
that's
is just a check?
happening, away. I will move away before
Not
that.
that 20.
$21 and 12.
So, due to her disadvantage, Jam Torin, you will be able to wrest the blade from Jam Torin. As soon as you do, Arceris, give me a charisma saving throw.
I seen it coming. As I said, I moved closer towards the right cave before that happened.
Charisma,
Uh-huh.
12.
All right. You all see Arceris grasp the weapon, wrest it from Jam Torin's hands, and as he turns back towards you all, you can see that his eyes have become inky voids, and he gives you this this devilish grin. And who's standing closest to Arceris?
Me?
I'm probably close by too. It's the two of us.
Okay.
'Cause I dropped it.
So Arceris, you have your pick then between Banksy and Jamtorin.
I think it's very easy what he's gonna pick.
Yeah, Jordan.
Oh dear God.
Oh, Jesus. Oh.
Sorry, was that too processed?
Oh.
I was expecting to see the goddamn nun, the nun behind it.
Yeah, I choose Jam Torn.
Okay, and you get advantage on your attack.
Ooh, cool. Let's see. So I'm attacking with a
He said,
sword.
"Ooh, cool."
I hate
Do I
ballet.
have a way to like avoid this? Let me see. Reaction.
Yeah,
Can I use opportunity attack to avoid him from because he's trying to do something? I don't know. Probably not.
I see this happening.
Uh-huh.
We all see this happening.
Banksy, you said you wanted to try to do something. What would you
Why
like?
am I
I
so
can't-
bad at this?
It's not literally him. Opportunity attack only works really like if they leave my vicinity. He wasn't
However, what would you like to try to do?
well, if I start noticing the same reaction happening to him with what happened to Jam,
Yeah,
I'd
you've already
I
used your
might-
net. I said you've already used your net. What's
yeah,
that?
exactly. So I was ready to just bop him on the head with a sneak attack. I have a branch from last game to smack him on the head with a branch.
Alright, yeah, so you can attack him to do damage, or if you want, you could try to grapple him and restrain him.
Oh,
If depending on how you want to deal with it.
I guess I'll try to grapple him now afterwards. No, I think I probably bop. No, I'll try to take it away from him as well. So, I guess we'll challenge each other for that.
Okay. So both of you give me a dexterity check real quick, just to see who's faster.
So he's trying to take the sword from me, right?
Well, actually, this is you're trying to attack. Yeah, he's trying to do that, and then you're trying to attack Jamtorin. I just want to see who's faster to see how the actions resolve.
Okay, so I got 13 for the attack, but
13 for the attack. And
Yep.
That was with advantage.
that was not with advantage.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm stuck in the net.
15 with advantage, and then the see who's faster roll.
Banksy, what do you got?
I got a 6.
Well,
Got
good thing
13.
6.
13. All
good
right.
thing
So 15.
he didn't hit me.
Okay, yeah. So you go to swing down on Jamtorin, and she might be able to like maybe even within the net, maybe like kind of wriggle out of the way, and maybe you just like get some of her armor.
Not the net.
So that's gonna that's gonna happen first, and then Banksy, what were you gonna do?
I supposedly tried to go grapple it, but it didn't work.
That's,
I don't have another action, right?
Oh, was that 6 to grapple, or was that 6 to your speed?
That was 6 for my speed. Oh, that's what was going on.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah. So then you can give me a strength check versus Arceris's strength or dexterity.
Okay.
How far away am I from Arceus?
Close enough.
Can I pop into his head to see? Yeah, I want to pop into his head.
Yeah, absolutely. What you're gonna hear is not Arceris normal. What you're gonna hear is like the villainous laughs of some female, some haughty female.
Some haughty female.
Anime 90s villain laugh.
Yeah.
Could easily
Interesting.
consider, as the leader of a biker gang.
Interesting. I was curious. You didn't seem to be the same pompous ass that we normally are dealing with.
Thanks.
You mean it's a different pompous ass?
Thanks, Arceus. What'd you guys get?
I got 18.
Okay. And then
Was I supposed to roll again, or take
No.
the 13 from the first dexterity roll?
You roll again. It's either dexterity or strength, whichever one you prefer.
Okay, got a 14.
Oh, okay. So so Banksy, what would you like to do? Would you like to take the sword, or did you want to just restrain him?
I was just gonna, like, you know how when someone's wearing a hat, they can, like, flip it off of them? Like, I'll just try and, like, flip the sword out of his hand type of thing.
Okay. Yeah, so
Knock it.
so
Like, get out of there.
he'll sword flip and will disarm Arceus as the sword whistles through the air and then lands in the sand, laid down. Arceus, you come back to your senses.
Are we aware of what just happened to us or not?
Yeah, you experienced it sort of like in a dream where you can't control anything.
Oh, okay.
That was quite weird. I almost lost control there.
You don't hit a person while they're in a net.
No,
yeah,
no,
I'd say from the net.
I was only getting back at something that happened earlier. Don't worry about it.
What are you talking about? I start wriggling towards him in the net.
And as
You know what you did?
still an unfair fight, and as that's going on, I like lift the net at a certain portion because I'm pretty pro at the nets.
Okay. Yeah, you're
Release her.
proficient.
Maybe lifting her for a second.
All right.
Well, you guys went crazy there.
No.
Happened
I
there.
was merely exercising my right to justify the means of which she attacked me first.
She never attacked you. She attacked me. Look.
And
Yeah, I look
exactly,
at
I was trying to protect you.
I'm so sorry. I look at your gaping wound.
That was only a quarter of my health. Whoops. Meta.
We were doing so good.
Every heartbeat just splurts more blood.
Anyway, let's not touch that sword again, as shiny and beautiful and awesome as it is. I think we should go forth with the Trial of Wonders if we want to defeat this immortal god.
I can agree with such things.
Sadly, I
I'm
don't
going
think
to punch
I
you in
would
your face.
really care that much, but was there any reaction to the lady while this was going on?
She was just having a good old time.
She's like another pot of
Yeah,
stew.
like when Arceus swung the sword down on Jim Torrance, she was just like, oh, no, he missed her, didn't he?
Dissed her.
She really is tough though, because she can't see, but she can she knows. She knows.
She knows.
So after this has happened, I kind of chuckle to myself and I say to Arceus, "So how frequently do you let her take control of you, my friend?"
Who's
I
her?
do not know what you mean.
Oh, really? That little outburst that you had earlier?
Of what you are talking about, sir?
Well, let's just say when I jumped into your head while you were simmering, there wasn't a pompous ass inside. It was instead some sort of maniacal woman.
Oh, that's the lady in the sword that possessed us.
Interesting.
I was not possessed. I was not. I was in full control.
You were possessed.
Nope, full control.
You were possessed. I'm just pointing up at him. You were possessed.
No one can even begin to fathom the contemplations that are in my mind. Okay?
I can.
So
I can too.
He's been in it, and I'm smart as you.
Yeah.
So,
The inner
if I
mechanism
kick you in the
sounded-
nuts,
of my mind. Are
It's-
the-
It sounded a little bit like this.
Imbeciles.
I be
I'm
able to
surrounded by
wrap-
imbeciles.
The sword with a net.
Should you be able to what?
Would I be able to wrap the sword with a net?
Maynard will speak up and say, I would just leave it alone. Leave it be.
You're right.
Leave it
It's
be,
not-
please.
It's not that interesting. Then I walk away from it. Yeah.
All right.
What about this trial of wonders?
Yes, of course.
Ah, yes. The thing we were supposed to do before.
How are you feeling there, Ski? Could you use a little healing love or?
Please heal him. I hang my head in shame.
I'm fine. I'll rub some sand in it later.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Banksy tried salt before, but that didn't. didn't
It's stinging. All right, I
So,
say let's
to the
hire her
right side.
over.
I was able to take a peek inside, and here's there's someone in there.
Did you say hello?
Oh no. Proceed with caution. We should proceed with caution, though.
I can send my familiar
Bush
in there.
tactic. Rotate
Beautiful
jam
lady.
for bush tactic.
So do mind yourself, Aceris. Don't get too excited.
Yes, he's he's got away with the ladies.
Oh God! Give me a break.
And then the crone winks at him.
Ugh.
Grab some coffee.
Go on, Spurt. You got it.
Are you asking me to go forth?
You know what? Yes.
Mostly just for comedic attributes. I'm
You
gonna
say
laugh
that,
at
but
your ass.
it's because you know that I'm the only one who could take on such challenges. I walk forth.
Into the cave.
Well, this should be good.
Into the cave.
Of course.
So yeah, so you'll immediately see this. Like I said, this this cave is open to the sky, and the
Wait, it's open to the sky?
yeah, like so there's like this cave like tunnel, and then it opens up into this like canyon, and
I see.
and so through that you can see that there is this like the like I said before, there's the desert everywhere, but this area here is lush and green, and in the center of this like little like meadow is a cherry blossom tree, and beneath it sits a a young maiden. And give me a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
That is how a wisdom saving throw sounds when you're a wizard.
Yep.
Hello, Cat.
11.
Yeah. So so you desire more than anything in the world to sit beneath the sit beneath the or sit in the shade of the tree, and indeed you begin to walk towards the cherry blossom tree, and sit with the young maiden beneath it. What do the rest of you do?
Arceus. Hello.
I need to sit. It's hot. I need beneath the tree because
Please, God, leave your clothes on.
the tree is shade. Plus, she's so beautiful.
Oh God! Somebody shoot him.
I start pulling out my my crossbow. What?
I mean, really?
Can
I
I?
I feel like you guys are too ready for this.
I'll look at Banksy and I'll say, Bob, do something. No. I want you
And I put a hat on and then like start charging in.
I want you to stop him from going forward. So I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna be like, Banksy, you're the only one that can probably stop him. I'm too weak, and I don't think Merrick or Alec care, and Raynor doesn't either.
I care.
All right,
I just,
friend.
That sounds like you don't care.
I was about to ask Ceres to perhaps maybe we need some kind of Arcana check, but
He's
too late
gone,
for that.
man.
He's gone.
Banksy.
He's not as
beautiful.
smart as he says he is he?
Banksy, give me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh no!
All right.
Everybody's gonna be sitting underneath this tree here soon.
I'm just gonna send my pseudo dragon in.
Oh shoot! All right, this is gonna be interesting. Oh.
Again?
What is it?
16?
16.
Oh, 16. Okay, yeah. So you're actually going to run across the field, and you feel as though like the shade indeed is alluring, and Arceus won't shut up about it. But you kind of see what he's talking. It does look very inviting. The young maiden, even though she's just sort of sitting there in a meditative pose, she does look very friendly, and like you would like to sit next to her. But this is only for a moment, and you remember the task at hand. So what do you do when you arrive to Arceus?
I grab him from the legs and get ready to Hulk. I'm kidding. Just throw him over my shoulder as I walk out.
No,
And
no,
and
please,
so
leave me.
Banksy and Arceus, give me a strength or dexterity contest.
Seriously?
You know
Seriously.
your
All his horrible
your
stats.
key stats, Arceus. I wasn't expecting to be tangling with the barbarian all night.
Ooh, tie.
Oh,
That's a tie.
So
Yeah.
nothing changes. The two of you are struggling in the field. So Banksy is like pulling you with all of his might, and you're like you're like slipping out of his grasp, like trying to get to the tree. It's quite a sad display. What are the rest of you doing?
Yeah. I'm just watching like,
I'm going to send in the Mastiff
Okay.
in to retrieve, seeing as he won't be affected.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna send my pseudo dragon in to just kind of scout ahead past what's going on with the tree.
Yeah,
This could be-
the pseudo dragon. As you scout ahead, you can see that there's that there is another like cave entrance on the other side of this meadow that seems to continue further into the canyon, and as far as Alec, your doggo goes, it can go up and actually help Banksy. So Banksy, if you'd like to roll with advantage.
Ooh. As this is going on, slippery fish, slippery fish. So do I just roll it one time this time?
Yeah, just one more time.
That's weird. That didn't work. Oh, I okay. Ignore that. Oh gosh.
All this commotion, does it seem to snap the maiden out of her meditation?
I got a 7 this time.
Oh yeah, so the dog comes to help, but Arceus is just so damn intent on getting to that tree that not even the dog nor Banksy can keep him from it. Reynard, you're looking at the maiden in the tree. You're not affected by the pool of the shade at this time, and you can see that the maiden seems completely undisturbed for a second. Although she does sort of lift one eyelid up at you, and when she sees that you're looking, she'll shut it again.
We'll approach her and tap her like firmly on her left shoulder and be like, "What's the meaning of all this?"
So you will. So you'll walk past Banksy and Arceris and Alex dog across the meadow to the tree, and you will approach the young maiden. Okay, and you will touch her.
I'll poke her on the
I
shoulder.
like how he's making sure he's hearing everything
So
right.
you make physical contact with the mysterious demon.
Oh,
No, she
That's
will.
John.
She will. As you poke her, she kind of opens her eyes and she gives a giggle, and she will say, "Don't you desire to sit in the shade of my cherry blossom tree?"
I could use a nice spot in the shade, and I'll sit down beside her.
She says, "Perfect."
We just kind of sit in awkward silence for a second. I guess.
She goes back to meditating. Let's see. Merrick, you've done your thing. Jam, did you do anything?
I instructed Banksy to get Arceris, and then I'm watching this pathetic squabble go about.
All right.
and then immediately regrets.
It's not pathetic, okay?
Aren't you too busy being like in love or something?
So Arceris.
Or something.
So
Too much love
Arceris,
for the
Banksy, while he hasn't completely stopped you, he is sort of. You guys are sort of at odds with one another. You can think of nothing else but arriving at the shade beneath this tree. What will you do?
I would look towards Banksy. I know you can't comprehend, but we have been in the desert for so long. Why not take just a moment to rest upon the greatest shade next to this dear maiden?
Do I see the tree and a maiden?
Then a train comes by.
Yeah, with your pseudo dragon having flown around, you would have definitely seen that as well.
I see the maiden.
Mhm.
Huh.
Jam, he asked me a good question. I don't know why we ain't going the shade. So I guess I like how. I don't know.
He sounds like the moon from the Mighty
He's got a
Boosh.
good point there.
I look over at Alec. Suppose
Aye.
there's something wrong with the tree over there.
Maybe it's the tree. Maybe it's her. I don't know.
See, the dark dong, will not rest until all of the animals are dead. We have no time to stop to rest in the shade. Think of all the animals' lives that are in danger.
I throw my net.
At who?
Oh,
Do I have a clear shot at the tree?
Yeah. Well, if you do have a clear shot at the tree, I'm gonna need you to make a wisdom saving throw first. Unless you're in the guise of your pseudo dragon.
No, it would just be me.
Okay.
Because I haven't really gone far in myself. I was just curious to see how far away I would be. Okay, so wisdom saving throw. You said wisdom, just a wisdom check or a saving throw?
Saving throw. Yeah.
Oi, it's an 8.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, that shade's looking mighty fine, Merrick, as you begin to trudge across the meadow as well.
Oh boy, I am quite hot. I could
I am white.
take a
well, of course you are. You're an Azamar.
Jesus.
You're all the way.
So as Banksy and Arceus are struggling or whatever, you kind of walk past, you kind of trudge past them, and
Can I trip him as he's passing by me?
well, you
What you doing there?
well, it depends. So Arceus, you've made a compelling argument to Banksy. Banksy has pleaded his case with Jam. Jam has reminded him what's at stake, and I guess I'm looking towards Reynard and Alec at this point.
Man, what I was gonna say is now irrelevant because I was gonna see if Merrick could look into her mind. That's now pointless. The tree. Okay. Can I, with my various Tinker's tools, make a flaming arrow?
Is that something you can normally do, or like? Within your class?
I mean, I have like a woodcarver's tool. I have smith's tools, alchemist's tools.
Yeah, I think if you have oil, you can create a flaming arrow.
Yeah. I would have oil for the dog.
But okay, but yeah, go ahead.
So yeah, I'll make a flaming arrow and I'm gonna shoot the tree.
Okay. Give me an attack.
I swear, I hope this doesn't happen the same way.
Give me an attack.
Oh, being slow. Ah, there we go. Oh shit! Natural one.
What did you roll?
Can I?
A natural 1 plus 8.
Oh. So you just you hit Reynard right in the chest.
Oh, gee.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Yeah. But it will it'll just like fly, like you'll overshoot the tree somehow, and it'll just like fly off into the distance.
I thought he was
So-
taking a wisdom save.
No, I'm keeping my distance.
Yeah, okay.
That's right. Oh, that's right.
Can't-
Yeah, you would have had to aim at the tree. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, do give me a wisdom saving throw there.
Oh damn!
Sorry.
You jerk.
Hey,
So-
you might not shoot someone. I don't know.
Can I?
Wait, plus 1? Yeah, 7.
Okay, yeah. So and then as your shot goes wild way across the tree, you don't even care anymore because all you desire is to sit in the shade of the cherry blossom tree next to the young maiden.
So, can I talk to the young maiden inside her mind?
Yeah.
Aren't you
Well,
charmed by them?
as you you can talk to her.
Oh wow!
As you
I'm
reach
sure
the-
glad I have this nice shade here for all of us. What's your name?
She says my name is Maltos.
Maltos. What a lovely name. Do I so am I just completely enamored with the shade, or are there other
There is a pretty
aspects of
lady.
yeah. Am I just completely bewitched? Like there's nothing I have control over for in terms of free thought?
No, you can think about things, you can interact, but if you're threatened to leave the shade, you will do whatever you can to return to the shade.
Okay. Does Maltos sound familiar to me at all?
Would you like to roll like a history check or something?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
I got a 20.
Nice, yeah. So Maltos is actually the name of a very it's the myth, the legend, the Maltos. Very well known for being like a succubus kind of charming kind of like character within many old like legends. none of which are ever have supposed to have been true, but just old stories, kind of like how Lilith makes appearances in a bunch of like stories and stuff, and kind of everybody knows what that means. That is what the name Maltos means to you.
I would like to, whenever I get the chance to, follow in Alex's lead. I would like to attract the tree, so I'd like to actually go up to it.
Give me a wisdom saving throw.
Is this an attempt at a charm as well?
Yes.
I have advantage on that because of my half-elf racial trait.
Okay.
You said wisdom?
Yes.
Dang, I should have asked that question.
18 with the advantage.
18. Okay. Yeah. So you appear to be unaffected by the charm. If you're like half elf or something, you get advantage on that. You can roll again if you like.
No, I'm gonna take it as is now.
Okay. I respect that.
And whenever I guess it would be my turn again, if people want to do stuff, I would also like to try and attack the tree. Like I said, following after my friends.
Okay.
Want to getting at it.
Go ahead and attack the tree then.
Okay.
As this is going on, I'm starting to consider, I've saved animals myself before. Do I need these people?
So, I rolled 18 to hit, and I did 25 total. Well, I don't know if you're counting sneak with this, but 25 with the sneak, 6 just regular.
Yeah, the young maiden will look up at you and she says, "What are you doing? It's just a tree."
Oh, so am I supposed to kill you then?
And she says, "You can try if you like."
Release my friends.
But most people just go.
I look over
To the next trial.
I talk to Arceris in his head. And I say, "Who's got the big brain now?" I got her name. Her name's Malthus. She's really nice.
And she looks at Merrick and Arceris, and I guess is Alec there now too?
Yeah.
Yeah, and she says, "The rest of you may continue with the trial. You three will stay with me and keep me company forever."
Can I shove one of them?
That sounds good.
Is she talking out loud now?
Yeah, she's always talking loud.
Yeah, she's been talking a lot.
I kind of get worried. Forever? I don't think that's something I... Yes, I don't think that's something Cthulhu would be grateful for.
Can I smack him?
And she says, "But wouldn't he be happy for you now that you're enjoying the shade of the cherry blossom tree?"
I don't like you, and I don't like your shade.
And she glares at you and she says, "I said leave."
I want to break my friends out of this.
I start approaching as well.
Okay, yeah.
Come on, Banksy, let's
Back you
beat the
up.
shit out of them.
Like, as she's talking about this, I like stand behind her, hovering like
Okay.
over.
Intimidating figure. My 4'10" ass.
All right, and then what do you guys do?
Is it common knowledge that for me, and knowing how I guess charm doesn't affect me, ways that I could break somebody out of a charm?
Give me an Arcana check.
Oh boy, not the person you want to be doing this to. 5. I
don't want to just say no, but I guess no. You're like.
All right, so I guess the next best thing I would like to do is just smack the nearest person to me, which I dubbed the Merrick.
Okay.
I just kind of look at you with like a glazed face.
And a big
Those are
red
better
handprint on your
charm.
face, like.
Would I be able to take notice of what the type of tree? Well, it's a cherry blossom, but is there anything different about it besides?
I suppose you give me a nature check.
Okay.
Raynor, do you want to clue in here on what we can do to get them out of this?
I only got 13.
Okay. 13. It looks like a normal tree to you. I mean, it's weird that it's growing here. In the harshest of environments, this is not necessarily what you would find something like this, but it does appear to be real, and it does appear to be a living tree.
Nice
Raynor,
tree.
what do you think?
Well, I passed my first check, so I mean, as far as I know, they're just like lazy. They're just like sitting there in the tree. Yeah.
I'm going to inform you they are charmed.
Okay. Are you sure of this? I will look. I don't mean to be rude, lady, but if you've meditated quite long enough, we're here for the trial.
She says, "You're in the trial right now. Your friends failed the trial. You may proceed to the next trial."
Oh, I'm sorry. I did not fail the trial.
Of course you didn't.
I'm
Of course you didn't. Dear. You got a very
completely
great-
charmed at this point.
Yeah, he snapped out of his charm. Like he's like, no, I did not fail.
Yeah, she says, "Of course you didn't. You get the reward of sitting in the shade." with me."
Exactly. I have won the trial.
That's
This
what
is
I'm
my
saying.
reward.
Yeah. And she just she just blows your head up bigger than it's ever been.
Can I carry one?
I look at Raynor.
Yeah, you may certainly try. It's it'll be a strength against their strength or dexterity.
What
Can I
if
look at the puniest one then?
can I?
Yeah.
Roll a
Before you do
13.
anything, I want to like football huddle with Banksy and Raynor, like shuffle off to a little side. I'm like, all right, guys, I have a really, really good idea. Let's just kill the lady. She's not an animal, and she's not letting the charm go. So I'm really out of options.
She seems nice though. She's made a good point about shade being good for
Yelled at me, Banksy.
And Banksy, as you look back over, she's got like a little butterfly in her hands, and she's like giving it its first flight. Like,
Yeah, I'm gonna walk. Goodbye.
I rolled a 13 to Arcana to discern what type of magic is at play here.
yeah, you definitely. I mean,
If any.
you believe James Torrance, right? There's definitely some kind of magic at play here.
Jam doesn't know anything.
With a 13, you could probably discern that someone of some magical talent could possibly like dispel the magic momentarily, or
Hey.
do something with the.
I will do so.
I
Is it a third level or higher? Do I need to roll anything?
Oh, do you have dispel magic?
Do?
You do. Then you may cast it on the person of your choice.
Oh God.
I reach out to Raynard and I say, "Hey, I got her name. I also talked to her in her head. Did you talk to her in her
She
head?"
reaches over and pinches your cheek, and she said, "Yes, you did." Such a good girl talker.
Very good, Raynor, Joe.
I'm going to switch.
Her name's Maltos. She's a nice person.
She's a nice lady.
She likes butterflies.
In hopes that our magic person has dispel magic, I will dispel his.
Okay. So you're able to grasp Arceris and chant your magic words, and Arceris, the spell will be broken, but only momentarily. You feel as though the shade beckons you somewhere in the recesses of your mind.
Banksy, throw him across the way.
Hold on. It's
No,
so foolish of you to think that if I was so charmed by such a person, I couldn't do this. And I reach over towards Merrick and I cast Dispel Magic.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah, and then Merrick, the sand is lifted from your eyes as well, and but again, you feel this
Obviously.
you feel something. You feel the shade pulling at the back of your mind. Arceris, with your, give me an Arcana check real quick.
Okay.
Am I able to catch the butterfly?
That is nothing because Discord took a while. 21.
Okay, yeah. You know that that this is only suppressing the magic here, and that the farther you move away from this location, the better.
Oh, I'm sorry, DM. No, I was never charmed.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I know. I know you weren't. You got such a big brain.
Ew.
Very smart wizard.
Alright, who has another Dispel Magic? We have to get Alec and we have to go.
I carry Alec.
Yeah.
And
No! Put me down!
Yeah, even Alec's dog is trying to like pull him out of the shade, and he's like fighting with it.
I got an idea. I have an
I
idea.
want to whack!
I cast Major Illusion
Okay.
or Major Image so that the tree looks like it's moved away from where they're at.
I think that's an intelligence or an investigation check for Alec.
Well, fuck.
good thing.
No, it's a bad thing.
What was it?
Oh shoot!
That's not a bad thing.
What is it?
Oh wait, you're saying
The 27. Or
Oh my
26.
god!
Oh.
He's a wizard based, so that.
I'm an intelligence based. It's high.
Wizard intelligence, yeah. Damn.
And Alec, what do you say?
Depends. Do I see through the illusion?
Yes.
What the fuck are you doing? It's right there. I can see the shade.
The shade, true.
I've got an idea. And then I cast Eldritch Blast at the tree.
Okay. And yeah, so it hits the tree, like the tree splinters and kind of like, and the maiden laughs again. She says, "It's a tree, you idiot."
Yes, I know. The tree's not there anymore, Alec. You can move now. You don't have shade.
It's it's still there. Like it's not.
Oh, I didn't say-
Your
Oh,
Eldritch
nice.
Blast, while mighty it may be, does not fell the tree.
Eldritch
Does
Blast
anybody-
again.
Does anybody-
Yeah.
Eldritch Blast again.
Yeah,
Another,
just splinters and
Dispel Magic?
splinters and splinters.
Look,
and the shade.
you-
This is the right way of
remains.
doing
You
this.
simpletons. I don't have the time for this. And I want to reach over to Alec and cast Dispel Magic.
Okay.
Knowing that what's coming upon me, I just don't want to reveal it that I know.
Mhm.
Like I can feel the charm starting to take hold, so I'm like, okay, I gotta go.
Right.
Yeah.
But no, I'm not gonna reveal that.
Okay. Yeah. So and then suddenly, Alec, the veil has been lifted.
Oh,
Cast.
Let's run. Banksy, pick everybody up and run.
and the dog's gonna like grab me by my armor and just drag me away, knowing full well that there's something going on that's not supposed to be.
Yeah, and you can feel the pool of the shade, like in the back of in the recesses of your mind. Now, when you guys you proceed further into the trials.
Yes.
Okay. So through the next cave, it's almost like it's almost like night and day. I mean, it actually is like night and day. You leave this like lush green, sunny meadow, and then you enter into this like dark, sort of moonlit cave. But there's no like, you can't see any moon. You can just see like what look like stars. Up above you. In front of you is this large pillar of stone, and wrapped around it is a giant snake. And as you enter into the next trial, the snake, you can see that there's another cave entrance behind the snake, and the snake sort of like writhes its whole body around the stone pillar, and it brings its head up over the pillar and then sort of arches down towards the lot of you. And it says, "Ah, more adventurers."
I read enough of the Bible to know where this is going.
Do we
Another
feel the
what?
pull of
The
the
Bible?
charm from the previous?
You do not. Once you cross the threshold, the feeling goes away.
Right. Okay.
I'm used to having to touch you to speak to you, but it's a pleasure to say hi. Hi.
Ah, you may touch me if you wish. And
Don't touch him, Banks.
He'll nudge his
What?
head towards you.
All right.
All right.
Oh, wait, Jam. You said no?
Yeah, I said no. Don't pet it.
All right. Then enough.
You can-
Alright.
He says,
You can-
enough of that," and he slinks back up the thing.
So if we just go through this exit behind you,
You
we go to the next trial?
He says the next the cave behind me is the next trial. He says only those with the sharpest of intellect will be able to navigate its winding tunnels.
Oh boy, let me roll out the red carpet. Arceris, we could use your wonderful intellect.
Oh, I am quite humbled by this opportunity.
And I'm a little offended.
I do have a question though. You say that this is the next challenge. Are you not the one before?
And he says it's kind of the way the trials are laid out. It's kind of all wrapped into, like, this is just like the front room of the trial, and then behind me is it's organized. It's like a.
Well, why shouldn't you be the first trial?
He says, "Oh, the first trial. Well, I don't know."
I mean, just between you and I, she's kind of a bitch.
Oh, yes, the maiden. Yes, of course. She is a bit ill-tempered, but she's been trapped there for thousands of years.
I know, but look at you, you and your great magnificence. I think you could be better off over there.
He says, I know, I am quite magnificent. However,
Is this Arceris?
I like it here in the dark, beneath the stars.
Yes, it kind of does remind me of home.
So, can I roll to see, like, he says that this is the... Is there anything prior to going into the place behind him, or is this just like the front desk of a theme park?
Yeah, it's like the front desk of a theme park.
Okay.
An apt description.
Well, I think we should head forth into our next challenge. I do believe I am more than capable.
And they have like the little stalls with like the little metal spinner thing that like you have to like click through to.
Yes, I would like one ticket to winning. And then I guess I head off.
Okay, into the maze.
Yeah.
All right.
Good luck.
So as you head it alone, or are you taking some people with you?
Well, I was hoping I wasn't alone, but secretly I was hoping I wasn't alone. But I'm gonna walk in no matter what.
Okay.
I'll follow him with my pseudo dragon.
And I'll follow with the homunculus monkey.
Okay.
Monkey.
Yes, we shouldn't split up. I'll follow as well.
If need be, me and my pseudo dragon can take two different paths.
All right. Can you describe this maze? Is it like a hedge where the pseudo dragon could fly above and get a good view?
No, it appears to be just like cave tunnels. Just in this sort of endless network of cave tunnels. And if Arceris is indeed in the lead, I will ask that you make an intelligence check.
Dang it, I was about to say I didn't quite go in yet, but you know what? I didn't say it, so here we go. D20. 20, non-natural.
Oh, so yeah, so true to his word, Arceris guides the maze expertly, and pulls you all through to the other side. Uh, almost,
But of course.
almost unerringly. Like for as smug as he is, it may be a little irritating to see him succeed so well, because he's just like, it looks like he doesn't know where he's going. He's like, this one, this one, this one, and then sure enough, out you all will come on the other side of the cave, this maze. And as you do, you see this giant wall of flame. And before the flame, you see the crone, and she says, "I see you've made it past the first 2 trials."
What the hell?
My lovely, it's so good to see you again.
Oh, well, it's all business from here on out, Arceris. We have no time to be fooling around.
Ooh.
Only those pure of heart may step through the flames of purification.
That sounds lovely.
Wait, are we all there?
Yeah. Yeah.
So what does it mean?
Arceris led you through the maze.
What does it mean?
I think it means Banksy should go through first.
No.
Yeah, you're the pure of heart.
Pure heart. I guess so. I just like animals, but I can do it. No one else wants to go. No. Okay. Jam. Yes. Yes, I should go. Yeah. Okay. I'm going.
Good job.
I
Good job.
coming in.
And the crone, as you approach, as you step forward, the crone will say, "Are you sure? Whoever doesn't."
Raid hype.
Oh, hey, what's up?
Woo!
Hi, Pipe.
Hey.
Raid!
Should we keep saying raid? Thank you.
Raid!
Like, you guys are awesome for raiding us.
Thank you so
Yeah.
much.
Hype it up.
Hype. And the crone, and the crone will step forward and she'll say, "Are you sure? If you are not pure of heart, you will be burned into oblivion."
I ain't the brightest, but I know what's right and wrong. I think.
Well, then step through the flames and claim your reward. And then she winks at Arceris.
Oh.
My lady, I must wait, because Banksy believes that he is more pure of heart than I.
And she says, "Oh, I know you're not pure of heart. That's why I like you so much."
Ah.
You can do this, Banksy.
All right, Banksy.
Banksy.
I go in with my branch out first.
Yes. And the you guys all hear this like swoof as Banksy disappears into a like a puff of smoke, and on the other side of the flame, you will see the crone. And she will
Hello again.
Yeah, and she's also you will see this buried in like sand dunes. You will see this giant ship, and she will bring you towards the wreckage wordlessly, and she will show you. She will take you through the wreckage, and she will show you like a metal scroll case. And
Hey, that's my ship.
and she will hand it, like she will bestow it to you like it is a powerful weapon. And indeed, when you take it, you can feel the vibration of power. And as quickly as the vision happens, it's over, and you are all standing back in front of the crone's campsite. And she says, "Now you have the power."
Huh? What? Banksy, what happened?
And Banksy is holding his the scroll case there.
It's a
What's
good
that?
nostalgia.
Huh?
It's a shaky thing.
She says, "The spell on this scroll has the power to take a god and make him mortal. If you can defeat Red Nathal in his mortal state, you can send him away."
Do I have to hold it? I don't believe in gods.
Would somebody else like to hold it?
I don't want
Of
anybody else.
course.
No,
I
no.
think I am most capable.
Or should I carry it? It's not heavy.
I think you should carry it.
Okay.
You're just so strong, you know?
As the team leader, I think it's important that we have democracy. Therefore, I shall carry it.
I don't think that's how democracy works. All in favor of Banksy carrying it, raise your hand. God damn it!
What's the word democracy?
Fine, fine. I will let Spinksy carry it because obviously he can carry the most.
There you go.
Can I use this as a weapon?
No!
And that's where my hang up is.
He knocks it against
Right
the tree,
there.
the scroll flies out, and fucking, like, it explodes, like...
And now we're
And so she will tell you that Red Nathal awaits his challenger at the Pillar of Light, which was once a sacred mountain worshipped by those who worshipped the god of the dawn, but has now been taken over by Red Nathal and his dark corruption.
I want to try something.
Okay.
So I'm going to try to charm,
Oh.
depending on what I roll. Basically, is what I'm going to say. Because I have
Okay.
two different things.
Who are you trying to charm?
Persuasion. The lady. I got 11.
Oh.
Okay, so I want to say, my dearest succulent raspberry.
Ew.
She says,
it
"I do have many
possible-
seeds within
I'm
me."
so uncomfortable.
Yeah, no.
Is it possible that you could help us, or maybe even prepare for us a feast to help us on our endeavor?
She says, "Well, of course." And she reaches down, like, into the ground itself, like, into the earth itself, and she pulls out a pot of stew.
Oh God.
Oh,
She just kind of
Banksy.
brushes the top layer of dirt off of it, and she says, "Would you
Me
like to
covering your
try
eye.
the stew?"
Banksy, it's me covering your eyes.
I don't like the smell of that.
Hold your nose.
Why don't we go look for some berries?
And then this will lead us into another sort of like travel montage as you guys travel towards the Pillar of Light, the sacred mountain. Yeah. And if any of you have any like interesting scenes you'd like to sort of mention, we can do that. You can also have a long rest, and as well as you travel, you will see the effects of the corruption on the land. Places where just like forests are dying and trees are emitting this pus kind of stuff instead of sap. Like all the fish are dead and like floating to the top of the waters everywhere you pass.
Food.
So the corruption is real. The darkness is real.
Okay. Well, before we do take a long rest,
Okay.
I will. We'll patch up our bugbear friend.
Yeah, and before the long rest, I get raged because of this chaos that's going on here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but I started dwindling down afterwards.
Devastation and Gunstar are having bit subs off in our chat.
Oh no way! Are they really?
Yeah.
I can't see it.
But thank you very much, you
Oh
guys.
my god!
And then Neverlander with his one bit.
No wonder they
Y'all
look,
have to board
so
us the time.
focused.
Yeah, they are. That's why I was like, you can see they're like intensely like, oh yeah.
You guys role play for a second. I'm gonna go grab some more coffee.
Okay. Yeah, I think while like we're on the way there, I'm gonna stick close with Banksy, and I'm gonna ask him, since I don't know much about I guess nature, because I know more about the seas. I'm gonna ask you about all the types of berries there are and just talk about that.
And I start naming berries like in Forrest Gump. Like we got blueberries, raspberries, and
Is this one poisonous?
I say
What? Spit it out! Spit it
joke, not poisonous. It's good.
out!
So also Banksy take 15 health.
Oh.
Hey, thank you, my friend.
I don't know what happened. I heard Fork Puff screaming.
I ate a random berry, but I actually probably knew what it was. I'm assuming I did. If I didn't, feel free to tell me. I just ate something
Why?
bad.
It was a succulent raspberry, of course.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. So, I played it off.
Tinkleberries.
And so as you guys make your journey across the corrupted land, and you reach the top of the Pillar of Light, a dark temple lies before you, and it is as though it is the very it's been formed out of the mountain itself, but it's taken on these like dark and twisted, sort of grisly, jarring features, and just the sight of it makes anyone sort of uncomfortable. Just the geometry of it makes you uncomfortable, and outside is this sort of altar and this large glowing orb of like pearly white light, and as you guys approach, it will call out to you, and it says, so my challengers have arrived.
Yes.
And do you think you can kill a god?
Oh, we know we can.
I suppose we could try.
Come on, Arceus, aren't you going to be gaudy about this?
I mean, he said challenger, and I don't see any.
Ooh!
He says,
Air horns,
yeah, and
please.
he says, well, neither do I.
Ooh.
Who has the scroll?
I do. It's
Oh,
like
shit.
between a branch
Now-
and like
Banksy,
I don't know.
can you read?
sticks.
Oh, shit.
I can read all scripts.
They've got writing on it.
Spanksky's like standing before Red Nathal, like
I have it like backwards and upside down. At the same time.
he's
So I can take a look at it if you don't mind.
Jam.
I want to prepare an action.
What action would that be?
Yeah, I was afraid of that. So I want to basically like start getting ready to, I guess, attack.
Okay.
Because I'm not sure what he's going to do.
Right. Well, so for this, we'll actually we'll roll some initiative, and then we'll use the point where I guess Merrick is going to read the scroll. Unleashing its power.
All right.
Was I correct on that, or are we gonna do something else?
Yeah.
Okay. So so when that happens, the light is going to sort of condense into one spot, and this like dark warrior is going to step out of the light, but he's not alone. He's riding a flaming steed, and you can see two fiery orbs in the visor of his helmet, and then everybody can roll initiative.
I got a 17.
Already rolled.
Who said
12.
Oh shit! I'm out of. Oh, who said
Being super slow.
who said 17?
Oh, I did.
Oh,
Neverlander.
our Cirrus? Got it.
18 for Alec.
Alec, 18. Okay.
12 from Merrick.
I also got 17.
Jam got 17.
Suspicious
then.
look at Arceus.
All right.
I've got myself a 5.
Okay. And Raynard,
Rolled a 6.
6. Okay.
The smoke and working.
All right, and then so Alec will actually have the first move here, I believe.
Okay.
What would you like to do? Alec?
Yeah, I'm reading at something.
Oh, okay,
quick.
sorry. I couldn't see. Let's see.
Actually, I wish my name was River. So
Okay.
thanks.
It can be, I guess. You could change it right now.
All right. Let's see. I'm just gonna go ahead and get ready for a fight. I'll have the Mastiff lay down in front of me, giving me some cover, and I will pull out the crossbow and ready a shot, but I won't shoot yet.
Okay.
And do I have any bonus actions? No, I don't have any bonus actions, so that'll be at my turn.
Okay. After you is Jam.
you. Oh, never mind.
I will. So I know I probably can't do anything until that scroll is revealed, right?
The scroll has already been revealed, and
Nice.
Red Nathal has been you saw this like orb of like godly energy sort of condensed into a warrior atop a flaming steed, like a dark warrior on top of a flaming steed.
All right.
It's really cool.
Yeah.
I'd like to jump up. I'd like to run up to him and attack.
Okay.
Let's see here. 15.
So 15. So you run up to him with 15, and he'll just kind of like shift, and like his armor will actually like your blade will just bounce right off of his armor, and he'll say you fool. Yeah. That's what he's going.
And then with my bonus action, I'm gonna whip around with my short sword. I accidentally rolled it on the website, but I got 22 versus AC.
Okay.
And then I guess I can try. Can I roll? I guess I'll roll the damage here too. And that's just gonna be for 3 damage since I don't have the modifier to that.
Okay. So
So I'll get a little graze like on up maybe on his cheek or something.
All right, cool. And then so you are then so you're kind of like next to him and the and the mare. The flaming mare. And Arceris, you are next.
But of course I am. I would like to magic missile
Okay.
at level 4.
Ooh.
All right, so I know D&D Beyond's going to do it for me, so I'm just going to click that button.
Yeah, go ahead.
That's cool. Nothing really happened. Just gonna.
Well, nothing happened. Let's move on. I don't know what to say.
Critical miss. Even with magic missile.
With magic missile. How
What?
It's basically
embarrassing.
like, great, you cast a spell, nothing happens. What the hell? Oh, wait.
Use your error.
Probably,
What if
but
somewhere
I
somehow
don't
something
understand.
is happening?
Somewhere in this universe, I promise you.
I bet Gunstar knows what the roll is if he's doing level 4, right?
Well,
It's just
If you're paying attention.
Well, you roll once.
1d4
It's 3
times-
plus 3 missiles, I think.
yeah, just give me a 2, so I don't think that's right.
Maybe you're
Can
supposed to multiply.
let me, so I'm definitely doing magic missile.
Okay.
Let me basically like hold my turn until I figure out how to do this, and then I will launch it after
Yeah, that's fine.
I figure it out. That way we're not holding up on me.
Yeah, no problem. Just get back to me with that damage, and then Merrick, you were actually next.
So I am going to. I'm going to summon an aberrant spirit.
Okay.
I'm gonna summon my star spawn.
Okay.
It's my little minion of Cthulhu. And I'm going to summon it just above the knight riding the horse.
Okay.
And upon spawning, he'll have to make a wisdom saving throw
Okay.
for Whispering Aura.
Okay.
And he needs to beat a 16.
He beat a 16.
Okie dokie.
Yeah.
With
With a 28.
Well, that's pretty high.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So you like try to so your star spawn's like trying to like put whispers in its head, or like
Yeah, well, whenever it spawns, it just has an aura about it that is
Okay.
like whispers of madness.
Okay.
So I don't think it
Swats
can
it
actually
away, says,
attack
"I'm
on this
already
turn.
mad."
Yeah, I don't think I can actually attack this turn.
Okay. And anything else for your turn?
No, that's pretty much it.
Okay. So the
I figured.
oh, go ahead.
I think I figured it out, but it was only 8 points of damage with 4 magic missiles.
It shouldn't. If it's a level 4 spell, it'd be 3 plus 3.
That's what I thought, but when I rolled it out, it said 8. So
That's weird.
Oh,
Yeah, it doesn't seem.
yeah, that's weird.
right.
It doesn't seem to be.
You roll the damage. You roll the damage once, and then you multiply it by the number of darts.
Well, I got 2 times 4.
Yeah, it shouldn't be 4 darts. Anything above the second level is an extra dart, or anything above the first level is an extra dart. So if it's 4, you add 3 darts.
So
6 times
Oh.
2.
yeah, there you go. Okay, so 12.
Okay. Yeah, so this barrage of arcane energy just kind of, and then while the star spawn is like above him, like trying to make him go crazy. All right. And so then he is going to the horse is going to like rise up on its hooves, and it's going to hit the ground, and out from it, this like wave of destruction will like emanate from where the hooves hit, and everybody will make a Constitution saving throw.
Yeah, that's not good.
Mm-mm.
Wrong one.
Mm-mm.
That's not good.
All right. What did we roll?
4.
Okay.
All right, ignore the 20. Wait, Constitution save? Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Never mind, that is me.
Okay.
23.
Okay.
17. Thank you, Amanda.
17. And then what did Reynard get? Okay, and Merrick.
I got a 13.
And did I hear Arcturus?
I got a 10.
Okay. So so this wave like just emanates throughout the entire plateau, and like you can see like the rocks and stuff begin to shift. And so the first burst that comes out is this this like thunder damage, of which is 18. Now if you rolled an 18 or higher, you get to take half damage, and you get to take half damage. And then the second wave is for 17 necrotic damage. So it's sort of this like ripple throughout the whole plateau, and then the necrotic damage sort of follows after it.
And what was that first damage again? Let me make sure I heard it right.
18 thunder, and then 17 necrotic.
Oh,
All right.
That's painful.
Yeah,
Oh, great.
And he says, "This land will be mine, and I will claim my rightful place upon it." Reynard.
Well, I'm standing at a safe distance, about 40, 50 feet, whatever it allows for. And at a 4th level, I will cast Spiritual Weapon.
Okay.
I'm just going to roll it in chat. Go through.
So this is spiritual weapon. I'm sorry, you kind of cut out. I couldn't hear you.
21 to hit.
Okay. Okay. You will hit.
Alright.
I love that I can like look at all of our faces and see that we're like looking at our character sheet like, okay, this guy's gonna kick our ass, what do I do? We all
I
have
don't
these
know what you're
super
talking about.
concentrated faces, we're like
Just see Neo like switch back over to his character sheet.
That's going to be 14 radiant damage, and also give me a dex save.
Okay.
Airplane.
Dexterity saving throw. Let's see, 19. Okay. And then Banksky.
I'd like to recall the dead trees and bushes from behind us and rage. Roar. And with that,
the one
pull out.
tier.
Yeah, one tear goes down my face as I also pull out a branch. So
Okay.
and wield it with both hands and take a large swing, overhead swing at him.
Okay.
Routine to hit.
You said 15 to hit.
18.
18. So 18 is a miss. Your stick comes down and he knocks it back with his gauntleted hand.
And then I'll be dirty and I'll swing upwards afterwards
Whoa.
to try and
Okay.
for the extra attack.
All right.
Oh wait, I already forgot what rage does.
It gives you some extra damage, and then you take less. You should take less damage, I think. And then depending on what you are, it does some other stuff too.
Oh shoot! I should have also done a reckless attack. That would have been extra. That would have been
That just gives you advantage.
advantage for swings, right?
With the caveat that you take people get to attack you with advantage until your next turn, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so they have advantage on me afterwards, right?
Yeah. So
Yep.
you may do that if you like. You may recklessly attack if you like.
I think I'm pretty reckless at the moment. This is how I'm feeling right now.
Okay.
Yeah, it's one of those moods. All right, so let's do that. So let's redo that. So that was a 21 for that first roll, I'm guessing, because we have advantage now. Makes sense.
So you roll 21.
Yeah.
Okay. That will hit.
Okay. So next.
How much damage?
A good amount of damage. That's what I should have all of these open. It is 6.
6 damage.
Wow, I rolled low there. And then should I roll twice now for the second attack? Or would that be, how would you want to consider my recklessness thing?
What does it say? I think it gives. Does it just say one attack, or does it say all your attacks?
You can throw aside all your concerns for defense. Attack with fierce desperation. When you make your first attack on your roll, you can. Okay, it's only the first one.
Oh, okay.
I
Yeah,
think.
so your second attack sticks.
Okay, so second attack is 26. Oh, it was a no, yeah, 26.
Okay, that's a hit.
And then, and this one's 11.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So you come up and you hit him with the what is the stick? Is that I forget what the stick was.
It was originated from the last stream, and I think it
Yeah.
was literally from.
Oh, so you just took it.
It was the strangest thing. Yeah.
Okay.
I remember.
So, but it gives you all the power you need right now, and as you thwack this dark god with the power of the stick, and oh my.
The hell.
Oh my.
Well, you lost your wizard. Okay, there he is. Um,
Yes.
yeah, and then so Alec, did you? I know you were prepared to shoot. Did you ever want to cash in on that?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and shoot.
Okay.
Assuming, wow, Beyond is being super slow. All right.
Yeah, I'm having that issue too, though. I don't know what's going on.
All right. As we wait for it to roll. Oh ho ho ho!
Yes.
Wait, why isn't it not showing up? It was a natural 20.
Oh, okay.
So 28 to hit.
Okay, yeah, it's a definitely natural 20.
That double
Definitely hit.
damage, though.
Yeah. And if if at this point, if D&D Beyond's being super slow, if you guys would like to roll like real dice, you can. If that would be faster, you totally can.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
All right.
Whatever
So
dice you have
first
at your
damage. Oh, now it's picking up. So 13 damage.
Okay.
Plus, let's see, the original was 5. Wait, no, 8. So it's the dice, right? What's doubled on the dice, right? For critical.
Yeah, you roll the dice twice.
Okay. So 16, 21.
Okay. Yeah, so you fire your crossbow bolt, and you you hit him like square on, and you're actually going to sort of he's gonna stagger back in his you're gonna kind of like knock him off of his horse, so now he's on the ground, and then Alec, it is your turn again.
Oh wow, I'm lagging a little bit. Okay. With that, I will shoot again. The
Okay.
arrow will magically appear back in.
Yeah, sure. Artificer, man.
Damn. 10 to hit that time.
That is gonna miss. Yeah. So as he falls off the horse,
Yeah, that's gonna miss.
he recovers, and then he actually like strikes your blade from the air, or strikes your arrow from the air with his blade, and then it's Jam.
All right. Let's go, team. I'm gonna try and make an attack. 21.
21 is a hit.
And it looks like 30 damage total.
Okay. 30 damage.
Yeah, so I'll take after the horse jumped up and did its stomping thing, and I fell back. I got really angry, and I stood back up, and I freaking just ran right up at him with my rapier, and then I'm gonna come around with my short sword.
Okay.
That was 24 versus AC.
Okay. This time he's going to really quickly. He's going this time he's going to whip around with his shield and block the attack with magnificent speed.
All right, that's fine by me. I still did 30 damage to the dude.
Arceris.
Alright. So, I would like to gaze upon this weak and, well, less than godly individual and cast Witch Bolt.
Okay.
I make a ranged spell attack against it.
Okay.
So I'll do that right away. Whoa. It's 25.
Okay.
And then I heard it a lot.
Yeah, 25 will definitely hit. And give me some of that lightning damage.
So I rolled it in D&D Beyond, and it said 28.
Very nice. Very nice indeed.
Well struck, sir.
I imagine just for a second I lose my disposition, or not disposition, but my
Yeah.
my what's the word?
Like your normal demeanor, like.
Yeah, demeanor. There we go. And I just like
Do it.
exactly.
Do it.
And then that wraps it up.
And okay, yeah. So now you've got him, and that actually holds if you wanted to, right? Like you can actually hold that for multiple turns, I believe.
Here's what happens. Spell ends if you use an action to do anything else. You're right.
Yeah. So you've got this like chain of lightning on him, and Merrick, how will you follow?
I will get into an area where I'm not going to get anybody in my line of fire.
Okay. Safety first.
And yes. I would assume it's going to be my turn and then my spirit's turn.
Okay.
So I'm going to fire off an agonizing blast.
Okay.
2 of them.
All right.
At the knight. And let's see. I'm going to do one. That post in chat. It did not. Well, for whatever reason, it's not sending it over.
Must be a bad night for APIs.
Yeah, right now it's not working. So the first one was a 19.
Okay. That is a miss.
That's a miss?
Yeah.
Okay.
It just kind of glances off his armor and he kind of turns to you like, boy, what the fuck?
Okay. And the other one's a 9.
Yeah, that definitely misses. Yeah. So the other one just kind of whizzes past him.
Okay. So he'll need to make another wisdom saving throw.
Oh, okay. Let me get my...
As my aberrant spirit moves towards him.
All right. Wisdom saving throw.
It needs to be a 16.
It's going to be 25.
All right. And then my aberrant spirit is going to attack with 2 psychic slams.
Okay.
And let's see if they hit. +3, +4. Actually, that's supposed to be a +3 plus a 4. So for whatever reason, it didn't add that. So yeah, it's only a 15 on the first one.
Okay. Miss.
And a 24 on the second one.
Okay, that one's a hit.
Okay. That one does 5 plus 4, so 9.
Okay, so 9 damage. What kind of damage is that again?
It is psychic damage.
Psychic damage, okay. Psychic slam.
Yeah.
Alright, cool.
So-
Alright.
Oh, I was just imagining a flying tentacle Cthulhu-y thingy just going blah, blah, blah.
And yeah, and to so he's got that going on like above him. He's mainly so he's got Banksy and the and Jam kind of like up in his grill though, right?
Mm-hmm.
So so he's going to So he's going to turn to Jam first, and he will make an attack.
No. I was never there.
We went into sneak mode afterwards, duh.
And
Yeah,
We just-
for 17 versus your AC.
That's a hit.
Okay. For
DM, about how far away are they from the rest of us?
how far would you like to be away? How far did you want to be away?
Oh, from me from them?
Yeah.
I mean, for the purposes of what I want to do, I would say no further than. Hold on. Okay. That won't work.
Okay.
They're not that. I don't think they're that close for me. Never mind.
Okay. So so his blade will slash down on you for 11 slashing damage, and it will leave this burn, this like necrotic burn for another 19 necrotic damage. Jam.
So I would like to use an uncanny dodge if I can. I don't know if that'll help me any, but
Yeah, that's fine. And then he will swing his blade around, and he will go to attack Banksy as well.
living on a prayer right now.
For a critical hit.
Oh.
So that'll be
Healer, please.
so that'll be 42 necrotic damage, and then 10 slashing damage. As he cuts through you, and you can just see like the necrotic like aura off of his blade just like rend your flesh apart, as like maybe like your maybe like right in the spot where Jam hit you before, it was just starting to heal. And
Oh, that's rude. That's just rude.
And as that happens, he falls limp.
And then he will turn back towards Jam and swing his sword one more time.
Are you freaking all right?
For a for 15 versus AC, which I think is a miss.
Oh, it's a miss.
Yeah. So he swings and you like dodge out of the way just in time.
This is what happens when you praise Lathander, boys and girls.
Reynard.
So, Bansky's unconscious, is that right?
Yep.
Okay.
It was -2.
And you're right up on him, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I'm in the action.
Okay. All right.
Nice to meet
I guess I'll hit you with a healing word.
From all the way over there.
Yeah. I'm not going near him. So.
Okay.
Wrong thing.
I also forgot to add the +2 for rage for the last 2 hits before. But just saying.
You were so excited about the reckless attack.
Yeah.
So 11 plus what level that's first level? So 11 plus 3. So
You only get a
14.
first level healing word.
health back. And I'm gonna use the healer's feat for. This thing's being so slow all of a sudden.
You said 14 or 12? What was it?
14.
14.
I heard for
that's
all your
my-
health back.
That's my turn.
Insta res. All right, that's the turn. Yep. So the healer does what a healer do, and just in time too, because it's Banksky's turn again.
Yeah, big ski. Lift him up.
Bad time to nap. So I swing. I actually just throw the branch at him as I swing,
Okay.
and then so I guess I'll do that.
So you rise back up from the from the dead, as the as maybe like the healing energy propels the necrotic damage from you, and heals your wound.
Totally miss. I guess I wasn't looking for accuracy.
The way you did it was cool though.
Yeah. And then and as I throw that, I that's on one side, that's with my left hand. On my right hand, I throw the net as I disengage and run.
So you can't. So you have to. So if you're using an action, so to disengage is an action. So you can either attack or you can run away.
Oh, true.
Yeah.
I forgot I don't have the extra action. Dang it. All right. Will a net really do a jack to this dude? Probably not. I guess I'll have to use my javelin, which is for hunting the fishies, and I'll stab it with him.
Okay. Go ahead and hunt this fish, I guess.
Yeah, how's he looking? Is he looking pretty unscathed or a little beat up?
It's hard to tell, because he is like he's like this. He looks like the Lich King from WoW. He's just this huge bulky dude. He's just got piles of armor on top of him, and just kind of these glowing eyes. So it's kind of hard to tell.
It's not as powerful.
Well, does he is some armor chipping off? Any sort of indication that we're doing stuff here?
Please.
Please, God, yes, please. We're all about to die.
Yeah. So, I mean, you feel like you've dealt damage. It's just because of the nature of what he is. It's just impossible to see that on his body.
Okay, good.
But
we're doing great, guys.
But as a personal aside, from GM to players, you're doing quite well.
I regret my decision as I miss. So
okay. Except for
I fall backwards as I try to stick it upwards, and
Alec, we are back to you.
Okay. So I'm going to take another hit with the crossbow.
Okay.
Your dog, by the way. Are we getting any kind of bait or anything?
We will be.
Okay.
All right. So that is a 24 to hit.
Okay. That's a hit.
All right. So it's going to do 13 points of damage.
Okay. Respectful.
And then I'm going to... I just have to pull up. Let's see. What's the... 40 feet. So I'm going to send the dog up right up next to Jam.
Okay.
And he'll kind of get in front of her.
Okay.
And that's where I'll leave it.
All right, cool. And Jam, it is your turn.
All right, so could I make an attack from could I move forward around it, and then after I'm done attacking, move back behind to hide? So that I would have to hide as a bonus action though, right?
Well, to move back, you would have to disengage. I don't know if there's really any good places to hide at this moment, but you can definitely move away from him if you disengage as a bonus action. Because you're a rogue, I think you can do that.
Actually, if I have a swashbuckler feat, says it's called Fancy Footwork, and it says during your turn, if you make a melee attack against a creature, that creature can't make opportunity attacks against you for the rest of your turn.
Ah, okay, yeah. So then you can definitely do that. And And
Why's everybody laughing?
but there's still
What I
There's
missed?
there's just a sense of disappointment in John's voice right now. It's like, damn, I can't.
All right, fucking swashbucklers.
I love playing swashbucklers.
So so you can do that. Although there, like I said, there's not really any reasonable place to hide. You can definitely like take cover behind something if you want, but he kind of like he knows where you are.
The dog.
Yeah, that's what I was planning. The dog.
And
So with my rapier, 21 to hit,
21 will hit.
and then 25 damage total.
Damn. Okay.
And then since I would have to, I mean, would I be able to attack with my bonus action with my short sword, or would I have to use that to take cover behind the dog?
If you want to just move behind the dog, like hiding is kind of like, oh, you don't know where I'm at. I'll get advantage on my next turn. But if you just want to move behind the dog to put space between you and it, you can just do that. So
So I wouldn't be able to attack with my short sword.
You
That's what
can.
I'm asking.
You can, yeah.
I can? Okay. So I'll go ahead and do that then.
Okay.
That was 19 to hit.
19 will miss. He will bring his shield up and kind of deflect your blade.
Okay. Sleepy.
You have advantage on that?
Advantage on what?
On the attack. Isn't the dog nade?
I mean, I don't know. I kind of depends. Like, it has its own initiative and whatnot. Well, it has its initiative behind me, so I don't know if you'd want to consider it that.
bless you.
So, Aceris, you have these lightning bolts still up. You can if you want to maintain that, I think you can roll the damage again, just automatically hit. Or if you want to do something else, you can do that too.
So, can you just give me a description of the scene at the moment?
So he's taken he took a chunk out of Banksy and then attacked the the rogue. Everybody's sort of descending on him with like firepower. You've got these threads of lightning, tied into him, and there's just everybody's just sort of converging onto the one central point, which is him.
Yeah. Well, then I'm just gonna keep attacking.
Okay.
Going to be a 30 this time around.
How much?
30.
Yeah.
30.
Right. So he's getting hit with crossbow bolts. He's getting hit stabbed at with javelins. He's got this star spawn thing like psychically slamming him from above. Like I said, everything's just kind of converging on this point. He's grappling with this barbarian and this rogue, and finally, you guys just sort of beat him down, and this last 30 damage from the lightning sort of charges him up, and then he just sort of expands and then contracts, and then he says, freedom, and
Right.
yeah, and then the armor will kind of clatter and fall and disappear and leave only the helmet behind.
Like I said, this was not to be a challenge.
Thank God he's dead.
Yes, you may thank me.
And then
You're no Lathander.
And the mountain begins to tremble, and the sky begins to break, and the wind begins to pick up, and you can see from here on top of the pillar of light, you can see the land sort of transforming before you. Tornadoes touching down, wildfires just starting up in the middle, like for no reason. The ground sort of breaking open into chasms, and amidst all that, on top of the mountain, the old crone will appear, and approach the party. She'll wink at Arceris, and and she'll step forward, and she says, and she'll say, "The world is coming apart. Where there is light, there must be dark. The mantle of Rednathal must always be held by someone."
I walk towards the helmet.
Oh God.
Oh, my.
Is that so, my darling?
She says,
Quick, Banksy, get it out from underneath him.
Yeah, you said yes. Okay.
Quick Spacey, put it on.
As I'm like really well wounded everywhere too, so I'm slowly getting up. Okay, job.
I start to put
It'll
it
heal
on.
you.
I want to put it on the old lady.
Yeah, put it
Oh!
on. She says, No, I cannot. I am not of this world.
And then who do you think shall wear such a crown?
Why, a hero, of course. And she sort of bows to include all of you. And she says, but quickly, one must decide to take up the mantle of Rednathal, or else the world will come apart. There must be balance.
All right. Doggy, put the mantle on.
What about the pseudo dragon?
Does wearing the crown make you evil? Does it make you all powerful?
It gives you the power of a god, but it also gives you the tunnel vision of a god. You must rule your domain. And of
I
course,
turn around to the crew. Well, it's quite apparent who here is worthy. I shall become your god.
I was thinking Banksy because he's pure of heart, but you know, your democracy is a good idea, I guess.
Will
Going
you
to
help
find a new
the
god.
animals?
Although it would be quite intellectually stimulating to see what would happen if I put it on and I start putting on the mechanical dog.
you feel the mountain kind of lurch to one side as it begins to crumble beneath your legs. Everybody give me a dexterity saving throw.
God damn
Oh
it.
boy.
Well, that's a funny way to go out.
26.
26.
Oh, of course.
15.
Okay. Merrick and Reynold.
19.
19. Okay. Gunstar. What's that?
It's
Yeah,
just
what is
not. Sorry, I I got a 3. So yeah.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
No.
What did Reynold?
I'm just going to go ahead and say I'm going to use a flash of genius and add 4 to his roll, just in case that helps.
Yeah, just
Just to throw it out there,
So-
it might help. I don't know.
So 15 and higher will succeed. The rest of
Damn it.
everybody who scored lower than 15 is going to begin to as the mountaintop sort of slants as it begins to crumble. The ones who failed will begin to slide sort of off and towards the cliff.
Somebody just put the freaking hat on! Who has it again? Arceris? Are you
It's going on the dog.
Yeah, I thought
Oh.
I put it on the dog. Do I still have the ability to grab it?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, I'm putting it on.
Oh God.
Okay. And as those of you that failed are kind of like sliding towards certain death, Arceris, that's the puts the helmet on, and
On his big brain.
and it doesn't fit because his brain is so big.
God damn it!
As long as it's not
And then
Chicken
the world
Slayer.
ends, and yeah, and you guys, So no, so Arceus will put the helmet on, and in an instant everything will return to normal. The pillar of light, this sacred mountain, will be filled with light once more, and as you see Arceus begin to ascend to the sky, you can see behind him that the dawn, the rising sun, is coming up over the horizon. And Arceus, do you have any final words before you ascend to Red Nathalhood?
Not to be put on the spot, but this is only apparently the way that it should have gone. I, Osiris, am finally achieving what has always been destined to be mine.
We stopped listening.
Godhood.
Well, yeah, as he ascends, like the monologue begins, yeah, he actually gets cut off.
I go on for like a good 10 minutes past what they can hear.
Already gone.
Yeah, he's still talking, isn't he?
It's like, man, I want to shoot him so bad.
Well, don't worry, he'll be back in 1,000 years or so. It's an endless cycle.
Well, thank God we'll all be dead then. I'll have to listen to that.
I feel like I can still hear him.
Are you sure that's just not Merrick fucking with you?
Never.
I'm not that cruel.
And then,
Although I do suppose I would go mad if I had to hear his voice all day.
and then
Can I strike down like lightning or something?
You're not the god of lightning, so no.
Dang it.
You can make it
You're
dark.
also all powerful, not all knowing.
Right, okay.
So yeah, so the world is saved. How do you guys what's the epilogue for each character? Like how do you guys live? What's the
Yeah,
I guess
get like
what are the words that come up
Yeah, can we get like a Full House theme song at the end
Jam went on.
Long enough.
So I guess we'll start with Jam, and we'll just go around the virtual table, so to speak.
It's so I guess little she's turns to the side and she turns over there's there's a ship in the background and it explodes and she turns on and she goes like that, and it says something like Jam never gave up her swashbuckling ways. She was convicted for three counts of arsony.
And put to death.
and promptly put to death.
She lasted a whole 2 weeks after saving you. What about Merrick?
I would say he would go from town to town, participating in gambling games where he could read other people's minds and win. And, just slowly drive more and more into insanity.
So it reaches a peak where you've cheated so much at cards where you're rich, but then it just kind of
yeah. And then I just devolve into insanity and become a servant of Cthulhu.
And he becomes the first mind flayer.
Yes.
That's how it happens.
What about Banksy?
You'll find Banksy standing with a parrot on one side of his shoulder and a ferret on the other one, but you see him where the panning of Jam doing her trick face. You see me being disappointed next to her, just not
Jam,
again.
that's not very good of you. And in reality, it says that I was sentenced to death, but Banksy helped me like get out of jail.
Yeah, I carry her out right
Break
now.
out person. Yeah.
We do with the bush tactic once again. Sneaky, sneaky.
Oh, that's nice. I like that. What about Reynold?
Oh, the lag.
Oh
I
no.
know.
Oh no.
Oh no. We'll give him a minute to buffer in. What about Alec?
All right, so I would imagine Alec would have probably provided Jam with the explosives, just because he's an agent of chaos. He likes to see things that he just wants to see it develop.
We go over to the next guillotine, fucking Alex. And
For arms trading now.
Banksy again is like standing there shaking his head.
Oh, boom. And
But he would definitely like kind of just travel around, so much not wreaking havoc, but like just making a mess of things with his creations and somewhat abominations.
Okay.
Until he just kind of slips into his own little like madness from just that fine line between genius and insanity, until he's like just living up in the hills with his creations.
He's a mountain man.
And I guess last but not least, the new Red Mythol.
Of course, I'm not least. You see the scene of basically like the camera like starting on the ground and like going up above the clouds, where you see libraries, and as you get a closer look at the books, it's basically like a biography.
Oh my god.
Osiris.
It's the origin of the scrolling.
And you see Osiris sitting on a throne, and he's talking to his current service. You tell me now that no one wants to stay around and hear my epic tales? We have gone through thousands upon thousands of other servants and disciples, and they all leave me?
I like to imagine in the window pane, like behind you, the crone is like sitting there peeking.
I listen to your
Now watch her
stories.
actually be like dressed up as well, like she's like one of her.
She's there. She's actually a god.
Yeah, like one of his
Right, yeah.
mistresses.
She pulls out her little scales. God,
But
Oh god.
basically, throughout the thousands of years, he tells his tale, and nobody has the strength to stand there and listen through the whole thing, so they leave.
That's his
like,
Or kill
problem.
it's
themselves.
like he's like Excalibur from Soul Eater.
Yeah, you really
Yeah, it's tools.
All right. Well, I believe that is it. So yeah. Thank you so much,
This
guys,
was-
for huh?
Yeah, this was just so much fun. It
Yeah,
was
thank you
like
so
a
much for
lifelong
playing
dream
with
of mine to play with these guys, and it
Yes.
ended up exactly.
Thank you for
how I
having
wanted.
us.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Anytime. I cannot even see.
Who to raid?
Yeah. So.
Oh, I can tell you if you want.
Well, I'm actually not even on the. I'm actually on
Oh, okay.
Restream. So, but
yeah,
yeah,
I hope we can do this again. That was fun.
yeah, absolutely.
It was
Thank
a
you so much, guys.
blast.
For real, this was great.
Really appreciate it. And so we will. What we have tomorrow? We have Golden Company tomorrow.
Golden Company tomorrow.
Yeah, and yeah. So have a good night, everybody. Thank you so much.
Thank you.